Stream ping, Silksong. We should be all good to go. Are we live? Let's see. That should be me. What? That? Why is that repeat? Okay, no, everything's fine. I wonder what that random clip that I heard was. Like, what was I saying there? as I turned on the stream to listen to, well, just to check if everything's working. Well, whatever. Anyway, hello. Welcome back to Silksong. We are still in late game, or at least it feels like we are. We are, of course... Oh, look at our shell shard count. That's crazy. But yeah, we are actually... Well, we've been in Act 3 for a while. So, you might think that we're close to being done, and I guess in a way we are, but also we are only... Our completion percentage is only 91%. I'm very much in the background until you're done working on Hamster Dash for today. That's awesome. I love being in the background. Or do I? I think I'm indifferent to being in the background or not. But anyway, thanks for hopping by. Yeah. And I guess not just hopping by. Showing up to put me in the background. So, what are we doing? I think I decided to end last stream off in a place where we know very clearly where we want to go. Oh, and is this the... Oh, this is Pilgrim's Rest. That's right. Was this bench always this far to the left? I could have sworn it was like closer to the door, but maybe the issue is just that, well, previously there was more to this room before everything collapsed in. That makes sense. So, we are exploring Farfields. I remember being disappointed that we weren't exploring more of Hunter's March, and instead this like turned into an exploration of the Farfields. However, I don't think that's as much of an issue as I thought, because it seems like this part of Farfields is kind of very closely related to Hunter's March. So that's exciting. Oh, yet again, I have fiddled with my audio settings. I've spent a bunch more time listening to my VODs and being unhappy about how the audio sounds. So for the 50th time, I've messed with the settings, and hopefully they sound better. Is Gilly still around here? No, Gilly is gone. Unless they've just perfected their camouflage even better now. Can I go up there? Or like, will I be dropping down from up there? I don't think so. It looks slightly suspicious for a moment, but not suspicious enough to, well, actually suspect it of hiding any secrets. Okay, well, overall, we're trying to head upwards, it seems. That's where our goal is. So, I think I will stick to the lower parts. All right, we found these, like, cool poles that you can claw line onto. Oh, yes, more of those beautiful red spikes. Okay, well, it seems like we're expected to actually use the cool new poles to get across. I don't mind that one bit. And it's even fine if we miss the poles, it turns out. Yeah, we have such a crazy amount of movement by now that you can mess up a jump about 10 different ways as you're going through things, and you will still likely be able to recover with some other part of your moveset. We can go straight up from here. Do we want to? Because like this almost certainly is the goal, right? Yeah, it seems to be. That is not a bonus direction. That means we will not be taking it at the moment. Whoa, look at that massive skull in the background. What kind of creature's bones even are these? What on earth? Huh. Okay, well, I guess let's keep moving on. Yeah, I really like... Yeah, I'm glad we're getting... we still get some elements of Hunter's March in this direction. And I guess, overall, that it, like, at least these red pogo platforms have been spreading out from Hunter's March in other areas as well. But yeah, I'm just glad to get more of it, because Hunter's March was such a very cool area. We kind of encountered it early game and then didn't get to see too much more of it. So I'm glad that it is a bit larger, at least in spirit, even if this place isn't necessarily called Hunter's March. Wait, what even... Speaking of places and what they're called, where are we? We are so far to the right from, like, anything we've seen. But apparently the game still considers this to be part of Farfields. Although this room looks very different. Who is this? What are you doing? You're just running in place? Sounds like you are putting in some effort. Wait, you have a cute bug as well. This is like Garmin and Zaza, but, well, you're not Garmin and you're not Zaza. What are you doing? Just running in place? Sprint Master Swift. Hoi hoi, a nimble opponent appears. At last, at last. If you're seeking challengers, sir, you should choose a location less far afield. It is rare chance I, or any bug, would come upon this distant cavern. True, though once discovered, could there be a more perfect spot? This giant, bony body, so distant from Farloom's Ales. I don't know, I think Farloom's Ales will have a way of finding us anyway here. Here, freely, we can test our speed and our sleek shells. Here we may race. Well, I have bad news for you. I've got a tool on that makes me be quite fast. You must be eager to step to the task, challenger. Fulfill my wish. Let us discover our limits together. Sprint, fastest in Farloom. Promise wish. I did sit on the bench, right? I hope so. Although maybe I should have played the needle in for you. I don't know if I'll be able to talk to you after. Hoi, magnificent. May our mighty contest of shells commence. But a final note, Nibblebug. If ever you run off course or desire a quick convene, simply play what music you're able, and my companion shall whisk you back to our starting line. Oh, that's good to know. Now, the track calls us. Allow me a moment to assemble a course worthy to test our skill. Okay, so you've got like a prepared obstacle course. For a moment, I thought we'd be racing through the entire kingdom or something, because like otherwise, why would we need to play the needle in to get back to the starting line? 3 laps, it seems. And we're off. What? You can run on... Oh, I can also run on water. Is this even water? Hold on a minute. Let me pass by you. Whoa! Hold on. Massive skill issue. What the hell am I doing? Get over here. Hold on a minute. Alright, I guess the issue with our silk speed anklets is that we need a silk... Oh, okay, so that's 1 lap. That's fine. We can use the first lap to learn how this works. And we can use the next laps. Okay, I guess hold on. Going onto that wall is surely a waste of time, right? Wait, what? Where are you going? Oh, there's definitely a checkpoint up there. How about we restart? Hello. I've messed this up. That guy's very runny. Sure is. Hold on a minute. I'm giving up already. Oh my god. I got carried. Like, I got carried back like a little animal child. Nibblebug, you forfeited the race? It is true that sometimes a reset is needed. Reset it needed. Excuse me, Sprintmaster Swift. You speak in typos. For the health of mind and shell. But what say you now? Surely you are eager to return to the track. Let us soar swift together again. Yeah, let's do that. You don't even need me to pay. That's crazy. I knew a minigame master who demanded payment for every rule transgression that when I didn't even know the rules. So you are quite kind. I think you're just in it for the love of the game. Oh, look at that! I can start holding the sprint button before we're even allowed to go, and then Hornet made a funny noise. And then as soon as the timer... Oh, shoot. It's fine. Okay, maybe I do need to go on that wall. Although I do wonder if we want to sprint up. Like, if we want to do an up dash on that wall, is that better than, well, not doing one? Okay, down dash is almost certainly a good idea there. But I guess after the down dash, maybe I should try to do a downward dive. Is the clamber that I'm doing up that little ledge, is that faster, I wonder? Or should I jump? Oh, hold on. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I guess I haven't ever really tried to figure out what the fastest way of movement in Silksong is. Also, I think my silk speed anklets were unequipped. I don't see it consuming any of my silk to run right now. So I think they've forbidden cheating in this race. That's awful. What do you mean? Why aren't we allowed to cheat? That's ridiculous. Okay, well, I think this is also... I think this was probably an easy baby first race. And they'll have a harder challenge for us now. Even though I just barely did this, it feels. So this is defeat, can it be? Who? A shell so fast, wonder of Farloom, a bug whose pace could match my own. Though I said a simple course, you have proven its match and more. Take this small reward, Nimblebug, and remember well our grand contest. Rosary necklace. That is indeed a small reward. The challenge, the course, it shall be improved. Yes, yes. The truest test is still to come. We shall fly fast together once more. That's going to be tough, I think. Let's try that again. Hello. I wonder if I've turned down the game audio a bit too much. Let's turn it back up to here, maybe. And I'm sure I will regret this later on as I listen back to the VOD. Nimblebug, we both know our previous run was only warm-up. Yes, we do know that, actually. It was fairly obvious. Only a tiny test to prepare for the real match. Hoi hoi. Well, that match is now. A new track worthy of your skill and mine. No longer merely a test. Meet the challenge and my speed full. Let us break through our limits and see what waits beyond. Let's race Sprintmaster Swift indeed. And hopefully we ourselves are a bit more swift than on that other attempt. Are you just constructing that whole obstacle course in 2 seconds? That's quite impressive, I have to say. Hold on, right, let's get ready to start. So... What? Oh, I should probably follow your lead. I love the way the platforms... what the hell's that? I imagine I meant to pogo on this, but that doesn't seem like the swiftest move. Okay, good thing that checkpoint still counted. hold on. I'm trying to figure out what this course even looks like. Okay, this is fine. No, Hornet, don't do hard falls. That was that was almost bad. Okay, we know there's a jump here, as you've so kindly demonstrated. Hold on, do we? Uh-oh. I was wondering if we should turn around there, but I forgot that there's a gate this way. Hold on. Let's try to catch up. Oh, dude, I'm not doing great. This is fine. I should maybe claw line there. That might have been a good idea. We are sort of staying ahead, at least occasionally. It's nice of them to not change up the course. Although, I guess I'm a bit surprised that they don't change up the course like midway through. Yeah, I feel like those pogos actually make me slower. Oh my god, that was close. Hold on. We can't really afford to mess up right now. No, no! We can't afford to mess up right now because we're like on the final lap. Huh. We're fine. For now. I fear there may be a third match. Again, truly incredible. Was it the course? Did I lose focus? Or are you simply the bug I have waited so long for? You're of such skill that my wish could at last be granted. Another reward must be given for your speed, Nibblebug. One deserved in full. Beast shard. That feels less useful than the first. The challenge, the course, it shall be improved. Yes, yes. The truest test is still to come. We shall fly fast together once more. I'm sure we will. Are you ready already? I haven't exactly given you much time to rest. Our last race was grand, yes, but I see now I set too mild a challenge for one as sprightly as yourself. I prepared only to race, but you arrived bringing destiny. In you, my wish may finally be granted, the barriers of speed broken wide. Are you prepared, Nibblebug? The time is upon us, the final test for the swift and spry. Race Sprintmaster Swift, will do. Let's see. That second one wasn't too bad, once you kind of get the idea how this race works. Not that there's all that much complexity to it. Not that it's tricky to get. Is this like Mario Kart where if you start holding too early you spin out? No, that doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe the claw line would be oh shoot. I am failing. Oh! Right, but we do of course need silk for the claw line. Oh! Yeah, speaking of that. I think I've lost the race. Let's try that again. The entire ground is reflective here, which is interesting. Hang on a minute. We can't disappoint Sprintmaster Swift. Yes, let's try again. You are very kind. You just keep giving me rewards without any sort of buy-in required from me. That's awfully... That's awfully kind of you. I don't know why I started saying a sentence and decided to take a drink mid-sentence. That's a bit silly. Right. That pogo thing... Whoops, what am I doing? What am I doing? I simply don't quite understand this course yet. Right, and I think I shouldn't be clawlining all of these. I should instead be pogoing. That might be faster. Oh, but this wasn't good. Whoa, okay, so we weave around the wall. That's fine. Ooh, and maybe my down dash that I was doing previously isn't such a good idea after all. Oh, this was almost bad. Oh, I need to not double jump there. What am I doing? Oh, Hornet! We are throwing horribly. That's horrible. I wonder if I could still catch up after that. But whatever, we can reset that. That bug that carries me. That almost looks like the Discord logo. I almost didn't point it out because I thought I was wrong. But then I thought it again. I had the same thought again, so I felt that it was worth mentioning. Can't believe it. They Discord. I guess Discord fell on harder times in these kingdoms than our one on Earth. Oh, I need to not double jump there. Seems like I may never remember to do so. Yeah, hang on, hold on. Are you flying? I mean, I realize that I'm also using some... Oh, we go left. Wait, did I just punch you? Is that allowed? Can I murder my contestants mid-race? That's good news if true. Even though I don't intend on taking advantage of that. Ooh, that could have been bad. How did you catch up already? Excuse me? How are you faster than me all of a sudden? I can punch you, that's crazy. Do you get angry at me? Maybe if I did it too much. Because currently you kind of just happen to be in my way right there. No. Okay, so in that flying section you catch up quite easily. It seems that your flying speed is faster than my running speed. But that's fine, we still made it, even though we failed twice along the way. But third time's the charm. Hello? Hoo, you have done it. Hoo. Never would I have believed a shell so fast in all of Farloom. Wonder of wonders. I'm more than just my shell, sir. There's an essence. I think it's more hornets. Well, I don't know, dude. What am I saying? Like, if you're saying your shell, it just sounds like you're just saying your skeleton, essentially. I feel like you need more than that to be fast and run. You have proven it, Nimblebug. Fulfilled my wish. Seen my pace, matched and beaten. My limits broken wide. Fastest in Farloom. Wish granted. Yeah, you've just been sitting here. In the far fields, I guess. Or almost past the far fields. But wait, before you depart, your exceptional skill requires an equally fine reward. This shining shard of ancient mask is yours. Take it, cherish it, and know you shall forever have my thanks. Another mask shard. Is this our 4th one? Yes, it is. I thought it must be. We are up to 9 health now. That's crazy. I think we still have one more that we can get. I guess also I should... I can be quite certain of that because I imagine there must be an achievement for getting all of them. 82%. I'm pretty sure we were at 81 before. And not just pretty sure, I'm quite convinced. That's nice. Another percentage point. Now I must train and strive further and faster by your example. Your skill upon these tracks has roused my spirit, Nimblebug. You shall forever have my thanks. I'll keep your thanks for a bit, but then I'll figure out what else to do with them. They don't expire, do they? Well, anyway, have fun. Let's play the needle into you. Speed is strength. Movement is life. Even fate can be outpaced. That makes me think you're gonna die. But that's fine. So many other bugs have died already. That perhaps that wouldn't even be much of a tragedy. Can I check to the left here? Wait, is this sloped? No, there's just a ledge here. That is just a ledge. What do you think of Discord bug? Movement is life. What? You're singing the same stuff? That's crazy. Can I hit that bell that you're carrying? No. You have 4 legs and you're always carrying the bell in one. And you swap when you turn around? That's quite interesting. Okay. Is there anything else that we can see in this room? Yeah, that's interesting. They unequipped our Silk Speed anklets for that run. And I'm pretty sure they also unequipped our... like, whatever thing gives us 3 silk charges that we recover on our own. That's another one of our tools, I think. This one? Wave Light. Speed of silk regeneration. I guess that... I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what gives us that 3rd notch, even though the tool itself doesn't say that it gives you more notches. It says it increases the speed. So it's weird that it gives us a 3rd one, but I'm pretty sure that's what does it. In any case, yeah, I guess it just unequipped all our tools for the duration of the challenge. That's nice. That at least removes any concern that we might have of like, oh, hey, should I put on some tools to make this challenge easier? The answer is no, you shouldn't, because they'll remove them anyway. Right. And this whole thing took place inside the skeleton? Is that what we're meant to understand from the outside of this? I guess so. Wait, and hold on. A skeleton this large. Like, look at that. Is that all just one? Or is this several different ones? In any case, that certainly reminds me of a worm, right? Is this a corpse of a worm? I don't know. I didn't imagine that the worms were made of bone, really, like this. But, well, these large, long tube creatures in the background. I don't know what else to make of it. Although, no, these can't be, like, actual worms. Because just look, like, I don't know, just the amount of corpses here. No, this can't be it. These might be some other, like, large, similar creatures. Kind of like Bardoon, who isn't fully, like, a pale being. In any case, these are certainly some of the more magnificent fossil things that we've seen. Can those be called a fossil? Like, doesn't a fossil have to be buried? I'm not sure. It might need to be buried, in which case we can't call that a fossil. I mean, technically we are underground, but... No, I mean a fossil... No, not buried. Like, doesn't a fossil have to be the remnants? Like, the fossil isn't the bone itself, but it's the remnants? No, I think I'm wrong again. Like, it's not the imprint that is left after the bone's been removed, right? Like, it's not like the mold created by the bone. I'm not sure, dude. Who cares? Doesn't matter. We're gone. We're leaving that area anyway. We did the sprint challenge. Which of these white creatures should I fight first? I guess I also don't need to necessarily fight any of them. Whoa, don't stay in the spinny ball of death. That's not even a ball. Oh, I can almost certainly push you off the platform. Although, there is a question of whether I should. I might instead want to keep you around to get some silk off of you. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is a bad direction to go. I need to run away and heal before the void consumes my silk. What? I didn't... Right, I just used all my silk so I didn't have a claw line. That's fine. Right, hold on. The flying creature is the one that I attracted the attention of on the left here. Got it. I didn't realize you had followed me all the way across the tunnel. Yeah, enemies in Silksong follow you way better than they did in Hollow Knight, I feel. And yet, of course, probably not nearly as well as enemies in Crowstorm are going to do, because that's like almost one of the selling points of Crowstorm, it feels like. I feel like Crowstorm has put a lot of focus in talking about like, ah yeah, the enemies they're gonna follow you. I do wonder when Crowstorm is gonna come out. For some period of time, I really thought that like it might come out before Silksong, because we didn't know how much longer Silksong was gonna take. But turns out Silksong came out before Crowstorm, which, like, I mean, you'd probably expect that anyway, given that Crowstorm was announced after Silksong, and like, yeah. But for some time there, I thought that, like, wouldn't it be funny if Crowstorm actually beat Silksong to it? I'm really curious how Crowstorm is going to turn out, simply because, like, I don't know, it looks like they're putting in a lot of effort into it. I wonder if it's going to have, like, beautiful cutscenes the same way that, I don't know, I guess Nine Souls did, and Silksong a bit. Both Nine Souls and Silksong didn't put, like, they don't have too many cutscenes, they more have, like, very few occasional cutscenes, but then when they do show up, they're quite impressive, partially because you haven't really seen many cutscenes up to that point, which, like, to be clear, I like that. I'm not exactly a fan of video games having a lot of cutscenes that you just need to sit through. That will certainly make a game tougher for me to get through. Because most of the time when I'm playing a game, I want to actually be doing things in it. Now, if I went left here, I imagine, yeah, that should open up this shortcut. Not that we really have a particular need for one, but I'm sure it'll save a couple of seconds on a run back that will presumably show up soon. Can I climb up here? No, that is not a wall I could wall kick off of. Maybe we could lure an enemy over from somewhere, but I don't think that will be quite necessary. Oh, and we are basically right at our destination marker. I imagine we'll be entering a dream world soon. Or a memory world, rather. First off, though, secrets? Is this a small kind of tiny bonus room secret, or is this you're gonna go on a whole journey secret, kind of secret? What is this? Did I get an entry for you? I think so. Flapping furted. When roosting, it would look convincingly plant-like. In flight, its bulbous body quickly ruins the ruse. Yeah, that's fair. Those creatures could hide away and pose as plants pretty well. Assuming that they don't reveal their whole bulbous main body part. Which, honestly, why did I say that? Hornet just said all of that. Why am I just repeating what Hornet said? That's a bit pointless. I should maybe be tossing some tools at you. Have we ever fought a void version of these guys? I'm not sure that we have, to be honest. Or are these some sort... What are they called again? Like Scar Warriors or something? I think so. Oh, hold on. I didn't actually mean to start playing the needle in there. I was actually Hollow Knight brained for a moment there, and I was trying to Desolate Dive. I have been playing, well, you know, for, what, was it yesterday? I didn't play Silksong yesterday. And as I said, for the past couple of days, whenever I can't play Silksong, I've been going back to Hollow Knight. I've been finally trying to do Radiant versions of all of the Pale Court bosses. So far, I've redone 3 bosses that I had already Radianted, but now I'm on one that I haven't done, and that's it's pretty fun finding that out. Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about Pale Court bosses, and instead, I should be focusing on this. Although we're doing quite okay, despite not paying too much attention to this fight. Fighting only one enemy at once is honestly, it's basically like taking a break. Silksong's so used to throwing a bunch of enemies at us at the same time. If you only have to fight one, even if it is a large one like this, it really is a walk in the park almost, I say, when I'm probably about to die to it. No, but we're not. We are not. We even have full health. Oh, I probably should have tried to play the needle in, although... No, that's right. Void creatures don't, they don't seem to respond to the needle in at all. Or at least I haven't found one that does. That's another memory locket. We need, like, what, 2 more of these? Assuming that we're not missing a whole quest somehow. Because we've already upgraded everything except for the Architect quest, I think. And for this one, we need 3. Yeah, so we need 2 more after this one that we just got. And that honestly probably makes sense with the amount of percentage that we have. Because we found a lot of memory lockets, and now we've also used them. It would make sense for about 2 to exist in the remaining, what, 18% of game completion that we have left to get. Whoa. That's like a large red creature in the background. I can't break open this gate, it seems. Must I enter your dreams first? Perhaps not.
Pale beast, bringing ruin. We had sensed it. You riding harsh our final fate. If power you come seeking, mine is faded. Mortal, time taken.
Great one, I come not to see you as you are. Rather, I would have you recall what you were before the Pale Monarch, when once your heart beat bright and brave. That beating heart I would take, though know my intent is worthy. I seek it only to save these lands, to break them free from this fatal sickness born of thread and void.
Cha! If you may, beast, if you can. Mine once was power, wild, proud.
Who are you? I wish I could see you. Okay, that seems to be our cue to play the needle in. Let us do so. I'm very curious what kind of creature this even is. Because currently we can only see like... I don't even know what we can see. Like a wing? No, like the back of their carapace. Not exactly clear who you are. I was hoping that we would get to see... what the ant lands, what the Hunter's March looked like before. Like maybe we'd find an ant queen or something. But I'm hearing some singing to our right. First of all, let's try to ascend. Just out of curiosity. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I've tried like once before to ascend in a location where we don't have a ceiling above us. But I didn't pay attention to what the needle did. I like that you can actually see it drop back down. Like Hornet tosses it all the way up. And if it doesn't reach anything, it actually drops back down. That's kind of cool. I guess you might not be able to move while it's dropping back down towards you. Maybe not. Okay, what are we seeing here? Hello. I got some ants in there. Is this like a performance? Like, oh yeah, I think it is. It's like a theater. Can I play the needle in from here? Will any of you respond? No, it doesn't seem like it. That's exciting. Yeah, now what is also interesting is I wonder how this will compare to the other dream areas that we've seen. Because of course, in the sense of Karak, we had the Coral Tower. And essentially, all that was like several arenas and then one boss fight. And that was like everything that the memory area had to offer us. However, then in Verdania, we entered a memory area. And then that ended up being a whole place for us to explore. Not a very large place, of course. But still, it had a bunch of things to do and run around and explore and find. So I wonder what this is. It currently seems like it's going to be mainly an arena. Perhaps some sort of Colosseum-like challenge. I'm curious. Will all of these people that seem to be enjoying the show right now, will all these ants show up to fight us? I think they might. Alright, well let's see what's taking place here. You are like entirely red, aren't you? Let's challenge you then. Hello. Also, you are a bit smaller than that creature we saw before. Okay, ant arena to start things off. That's fine. Oh, and I guess none of you will be void. Whoa, that was close. Lucky parry on my part. Not at all intentional. Yeah, I guess you won't be void creatures because we are in the past. This place was not taken over by void at that point. This place wasn't even taken over by silk at that point. Before the Pale Monarch, they said. So that makes sense. I should still stop getting hit by silly random attacks. Oh, that's very kind of you. You just kind of dodged out of the way of my jump. I would have taken damage there. Didn't even need to dodge out of the way for your own sake there. We're fine. I really love the way some of the ants block your hits. Not that they're the only enemies who block your hits, but I don't know. I like the thump noise. They just put up their like big, almost club-like blade. And then it blocks your attack with a thunk. Not the usual tink of a parry. Have I ever fought any of you before? Excuse me? Who even are you? Also, that attack almost certainly will deal double damage, I imagine. Hold on. What is my steal skill right now? I have a Threat Storm. Got it. That's fine. I quite like Threat Storm. Although, maybe this fight... Dang it. Maybe it would be good to have... not Threat Storm, but instead the parry move in this fight. Hold on, I am throwing and taking lots of damage. Let's read the entry. Last Claw. Elite former hunter acting as the final line of defense before their mother. I wonder if we'll actually battle that sinker ever, or if it's only going to be warrior ants like called out to fight us. And non-warrior ants. I imagine that they'll even throw workers at us. If there even is such a thing among this ant society. So you just ground pound straight down. Okay. That's some sort of wave completed. Hello, here's the real fight. Scar Singer Carmelita by Juan Camus. Juan Camus. That's probably like a French name, it seems. Okay, what are your moves like? I like the way those blades spun there. Oh, hello. And you also spin. Wait, this is so cool. I like how you're just like, ah, dang it. I like how you're completely, oh, whoa, all right. Good to know. You throw out spines out of the ground. You cause the ground to become a skeleton. All right, we're still trying to learn the moves a bit. I like the way that they spin through the air. I guess they like catch some wind as they fly. Some air ends up being under it and floating them higher. Okay, you block with the spinny things. That's fair. How safe am I to pogo on you? Dang it. I should not be jumping into that. Okay, so you do a straight up hop sometimes. Oh my goodness, yeah, so we don't want to be above you when that happens, I'm sure. But we can pogo occasionally, I'm sure. Whoops. We're fine? We are not fine. I need to stop running into those. That's fine. You are doing a grounded attack while I'm healing midair. Yeah, I've seen some people say that they think, well, the fact that you can heal 3 in one go, 3 masks in one go, that makes Silksong easier, or that like balances out the difficulty. But I feel that because you take on so much more risk with it, I don't think that makes things all that much easier. But what I do think makes Silksong easier than Hollow Knight, or well, you know, or what helps balance out the added difficulty of Silksong rather. I think much more important is the ability to heal midair. Because, yeah, you do heal 3 masks in one go, but also it takes up all of your silk, and then if you get hit, you've basically thrown away... Dang it. Wait, what? I think I was sitting inside the spinning attack and took double damage there because of it. That's fine. We basically have no run back other than needing to fall asleep again and then wake up in the dream. What was I saying, though? Oh, yeah, right, like, getting to heal 3... Because you lose all your silk, and if you get hit, then you take damage and lose all your silk, and then you need to gather up a whole bunch to be able to heal at all again. I feel like that balances out so that the heal itself is basically just as strong as Hollow Knight's, and perhaps the risk even makes it slightly scarier. However, the ability to heal midair, I think that's what really balances things out and makes the healing in Silksong way more useful than in Hollow Knight. Not better, mind you, and not worse either, just different. And easier to take care of. What? Does the fight not... Oh, right, I need to explicitly challenge. That's right. We did this, like, 2 minutes ago. I shouldn't be forgetting such things. Whoops. Okay. We want to get through... Oh my goodness. We want to get through the ant gauntlet real quick. I should probably be using tools for this, or I could be throwing. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. We can also just throw completely. Like these ants are throwing their projectiles. You are kidding me. There's no way I'm dying to the first easy wave of little baby ants. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. That's fine. We actually want to be on 2 health to make things feel a bit scarier. Okay, but preferably... Oh, I swear, you don't play Silksong for 1 day and you forget everything about how to play it. Yeah, but who are we seeing here? Surely you are not Scarsinger Carmelita. Unless you, like, as an ant, do you just keep on growing larger as you age? Yeah, I wonder who this creature is that we're seeing in the background. I hope we get some more context on that, and I guess I don't see why we shouldn't. But for now, hold on, did I check the walls to the right here? I don't know if we'll get a chance to enter this dream world again, so I should be somewhat diligent about checking for secrets. I imagine they wouldn't hide anything too significant behind there. But they might hide, like a rosary string or something. Alright, let's try a little bit harder this time. To avoid dying to the initial waves. Where we probably shouldn't even be taking damage. There we go. Oh, that was meant to be a pogo, but that's fine. It ended up working out. Oh! Dang it. The thought entered my head to say that, like, hey, this is how we should be doing this phase. And then immediately I started getting hit. What? Okay, that's a funny spear coming from up above. It's fine. Oh, whoa. Okay, we're fine. Let's just stay out of the corner. I would maybe like to heal. Fortunately, these are not void enemies, so they don't, you know, taking damage doesn't end up also consuming our silk. Oh, we're fine. Everything's great. It is interesting that like the main story events that we're doing, like these stream worlds, they almost feel like a respite from dealing with void enemies. It almost feels like we're entering simpler times to fight simpler enemies rather than like fighting crazy endgame enemies. Because that's how like, you know, fighting dream bosses in Hollow Knight felt. That you were like, oh, these are like the real tough bosses. But in here, it honestly, like, at least as far as the regular enemies are concerned, in these memory worlds, them not being all covered in void, taken over by void, that makes these less scary to an extent. Though they do love throwing you into an arena with enemies that you've never seen before. I guess that's also a slightly Colosseum-like aspect to these. That certainly happens in the Colosseum a couple of times in Hollow Knight. You get like enemies that have special armor or that are specially bred for the Colosseum. Right, let's actually get to the real fight. Scarsinger Carmelita by Juan Camus. Yeah, I love the way those like fan things spin upwards. Okay, let's try to avoid taking silly hits of damage. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. We need to figure out spots to heal in this fight. Basically, every single fight has had a lot of pretty easily usable healing opportunities so far. I'm sure this one is no exception. We just need to figure them out. Now, which of your attacks deal double damage, I wonder? We need to figure that out. Oh my goodness. I imagine most of them, though. What are we doing? Even the tiny spinny blades deal double damage. That's not exactly surprising. Again, given this game's previous track record, we're fine. I just need to not fall. Oh, this was not good. I probably could have parried that, but I feel like those hits that deal double damage, or no, not the hits that deal double damage, but the hits that deal 2 damage in 2 swings real fast. I wonder if you can even parry them, because like, I don't know, like a parry does give you iframes, of course. But I wonder if they would last long enough for that second hit. Oh, I can let go of the needle in here. Ah, yeah. I didn't realize that I don't need to hold the needle in button and down for that whole cutscene. I guess it like triggers and realizes that the cutscene's going on at some point, and then it's all taken care of. Okay, let's head back into the fight. Something that I realized, I've seen a lot of people. I've seen that a lot of people have on the Boulder Shell equivalent tool that lets you avoid taking damage as you heal. I used to have that on pretty early on in the game, but well, I don't know. I kind of didn't like that I was relying on it. So yes, I do realize that it would probably help me in a lot of situations. And that tool that lets you, like, you know, if you're about to take a final hit that would kill you, it lets you stay alive after that. That would also certainly be helpful. It's basically an extra HP. Although I guess it's a bit better than an extra HP, because an extra HP might not save you if, you know, you're about to take 2 damage, but I guess that charm would. So it's slightly better than 1 extra hit point. It's quite interesting, actually. In any case, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to rely too much on tools. I kind of want to actually get good at the fights. Whoops. Okay, that was a bit of a silly maneuver on my part, but at least we did a little bit of damage to the enemies. I can't poke on your spears, right? I can hit them a bit, though. That at least redirects them, if nothing else. Whoops, that was a bad direction for me to dash. I should heal soon. We are taking a bit too much damage. As usual, this fight doesn't really seem all that tough. I'm kind of just throwing. Now you two are the last line of defense before we actually... Whoa! Nice parry. Are the last line of defense before we actually end up fighting Carmelita. I love that boss name. I don't know. It's always so exciting to get to a new boss and it's like, oh, wow. This is just, like, this is what their name is. I'm not really making much sense when I just say that, but, like, I don't know. With Hollow Knight, there are all these bosses that we've been talking about for years. You just know, like, you know, all of the classic names. Soul Master and Soul Tyrant and Crystal Guardian and Hollow Knight and Lostkin. And then you get to this game and you have like all of these new names to associate with these bosses that I'm sure we'll be dealing with and talking about in render runs and whatever else over all the following years. And I guess just on their own, they're like these somewhat significant moments in a game. With all their unique aspects. Like this one's red. Did you notice? This boss is red? That's crazy. And then that other boss that was you know, the coral boss. it's just, well, I don't know. I think I'm doing a terrible job at explaining what I mean. And I don't think I fully know what I mean. But I'm just excited whenever we see a new boss name. Of course, I'm also excited to just see the boss itself, but for some reason, just also the name excites me right now. Hello! I am taking lots of damage. Lots of very silly hits of damage. There we go. I feel like my first attempt was the best so far. Why does it always go this way? Gruul the Great also had a similar issue. Dude, I am very bad at avoiding these spines, or spike... parts of a spine? Whatever, those spiky spine things that show up. I know I did avoid them this time, but I feel like I'm always just kind of luckily avoiding them. Even though you can see them coming, there are like about a dozen different ways to react to them. Oh my goodness, that was a close claw line. There we go. I should probably use my... I mean, I've been saying this repeatedly. I feel like I should be using my claw line a lot more. I feel like it has a lot of utility in combat, and probably in lots of situations that I haven't even quite realized. Both in getting close for attacks and getting away for attacks, for dodging. I'm sure I should be using it a lot more. Let's throw some tools at you, why not? I don't want to... As I've said, I don't want to over-rely on tools, but occasionally I'm sure we should be using it to at least deal a little bit more damage. Oh, nice. Look at that! Look, did you see those, like, decorations? Those lights? Did you see them just shake in the ceiling? Oh, that's bad. Did you see them just shake in the ceiling? What even caused that to happen? I didn't think I rattled the ground so hard right there. Perhaps there's, like, a stage light controller up above who's, like, there to make sure the show runs well. Ugh. And they were shocked to see Scarsinger Carmelita get hit. Also, this is kind of cool. I really wasn't expecting that we'd be fighting, like, a singer performer. I thought we'd be fighting like an Ant Queen, which I guess this one might still be. But yeah, this is certainly surprising. It also... Oh no! Certainly has some Songstress Marissa vibes. But here we actually get to see them have an audience. Because with Songstress Marissa, of course, you get Marissa saying that there used to be an audience. And I guess you see some evidence of like different bugs. Like some wonders or something. But you don't actually see the audience. Because of course you don't get to travel into the actual memory in Hollow Knight. Whereas in Silksong, well, obviously we do. We are in one right now. Ooh, that was close. Oh no, why did I jump into that? I just needed to survive that one attack and then I could have healed. But no, I had to wall jump right into it. Then again, following patterns that you should be able to clearly see. And you can. It's just I am not good at responding to them clearly. It's so funny. It's repeated like 20 times over and over again, and not just in Silksong. You see a fight, and you see all of the moves in it, and you understand them, right? Like you can tell that they should be fairly easy to avoid, and then for some reason, on your until you've properly learned the boss, you just don't. And it's such a weird feeling, because every time you get hit, you saw the attack, and you ask yourself, why didn't you avoid it? And no one can really answer it. I don't know. It's just a very funny feeling. Whoops. Hold on. I should not be sitting inside a nest of ants as they're swinging their blades at me. Okay. I wonder if taking care of the little ones first was even a good idea. Maybe I should take care of this bigger warrior first, and then that might avoid this next one, this next flying enemy spawning in. Nice pogo. I say to myself, of course. Oh, that was a bad pogo. We've heard of a nice pogo. Now get ready for a terrible, poorly timed pogo. Ooh, I shouldn't have dashed there. I mean, we were fine. We didn't take damage, but that should have been a down pogo. That was the real way to avoid taking damage there. Or well, not the real... What does a real way even mean? I did avoid taking damage, but a more safe, a more consistent way of avoiding taking damage there. A better idea would have been to do a pogo! Let's not take all the damage in the whole world before we actually end up fighting Scarsinger Carmelita again! What? I should have parried that. I should have tried at the very least. Okay, one of you is dead. That's fine. I would like to heal, because I currently have enough silk that maybe if I do like 1 or 2 more hits to you... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say maybe if I do that I could heal again. But not quite. Okay, let's heal before you show up though. I fear you might interrupt my heal. Yeah, exactly. Bosses tend to do a boss scream that interrupts your heal if you happen to be healing during it. That's something to be aware of. I almost jumped into that upper ring again. I don't know why I'm so keen to do that every time. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Just claw line over to the boss and deal damage. Oh, what? I thought Okay, I thought you were gonna do the spine move. You obviously had other plans. That's the spine move. Okay. So when you do that like spinny dress move in the air, is that always the spine move? I don't think so. But I could be wrong. What? My claw line, I thought it would take me a little bit farther there. That's fine. We can heal. Ooh. And we can also jump just in time. I also imagine I can probably hit away those blades as they approach me, right? Surely swinging my needle will solve the situation. As it has solved many others. Oh, dang it. Oh, I should have played that a bit safer. That's fine. Whoops, don't dash there. But at least just running into you doesn't deal double damage. That is certainly a bit of a relief. Let's throw that at you, why not? Ooh, I love the way that ends up being diagonal sometimes. I haven't exactly made a very good use of that so far. Oh, dang it. I'm so good at getting hit by that upper one. Or maybe Scarsinger Carmelita is so good at making sure I get hit by that upper one. Oh, we're fine. Floating in the air. Serves us quite well sometimes. Oh, I like that down dash dodge. Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine using another quest. Certainly, like the Reaper's quest's wide sweep would make some pogos way easier. And I'm sure some of them deal more damage. But it's just like this down dash pogo. That on its own is just so satisfying. And it's such a lovely little movement ability that I wouldn't want to give it up. It does take quite a bit of getting used to at first, of course. Oh, now you do 2. Got it. You do 2 throws now. Let's heal. Oh, okay, but you did just 1 there. What? I was still in your swing there. Oh well. Let's try to get some silk. It would be nice to heal at some point soon. 2 throws. Got it. Well. What? Excuse me. You're covering the whole arena in spikes. That's quite rude. All right. I see what it's gonna be like. Oh, what? Okay, that was a very lucky move there. I did not avoid any of that on purpose. I mean, I would have if I had the knowledge and skill for it. We are in trouble. I need to get another heal off ASAP. Oh no, this is the opposite of a heal. This is taking 2 hits of damage. That's not good. No double throw there, dang it. Again? Has every time I've died, has it been from those upper spinny blades? Probably not, but it's also probably not too far off. I'm very eager to just hop straight into those, it seems to me. Whoops. That did not quite trigger the cutscene. Like, when can I let go? Okay, apparently that was early enough. I realized that I don't have an input display for Silksong, so you can't actually see when I'm letting go. But clearly that first time I let go too soon, and that second time I did not. Okay, what is this? Attempt 4? Some of those early attempts definitely shouldn't have ended as fast as they did. But oh well. That's how some attempts are always gonna go. Let's see how this one ends up. Oh, dang it. Of course, I flew right into that. Oh, we're fine. Oh, again, maybe I shouldn't kill this small, simple ant first. Or maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't worry about who dies first and who doesn't. Yeah, you know what? Maybe actually the small ants are more dangerous than I thought. I'm very good at getting hit by their thrown projectiles. As opposed to the non-thrown projectile, whatever that is. Pretty sure a projectile implies that it's being thrown. I guess you could use a projectile as a melee weapon, but is it even a projectile at that point? Isn't it just something with the potential of being a projectile? I'm not sure. I don't think I need to worry about it too much, to be honest. Oh, nice parry. Yeah, we need to get better at parrying. That one fight that I'm grinding in Pale Court also, like, fully requires you to use parries. So you'd think that I'd be all ready to go with using parries. Ah! Okay, one of you is dead. That's fine. If only you could leave me alone for a second so I could heal. Thank you. Now let's see. Can I? Oh, I can. I can build up enough silk to be full health for Carmelita. That's right. Wait, did I just get hit by you? I think I did. Hornet's trajectory of flying through the air there seemed a bit suspicious. It was as though Hornet had been hit by the enemy, even though I thought I was the one defeating them. They managed to get in one final hit on me, I think. You are kidding me. Don't jump so high. I feel like they're exploiting some sort of natural instinct of mine to jump at that exact height. I guess a performer would know how to exploit people's expectations. Uh-oh. Woo! That's not a good situation at all, actually. We're going to need to get a heal in. Oh, this is bad. A single double damage hit will get me right now. Ooh, good thing that doesn't fly straight up. That was pure luck that I didn't get hit by that. My goodness.
What?
Okay, right. You do like a dash spin move to the left there. Understood? No, not like this! I fully thought I was dead there. No! Not the upper spinny blades. I can't avoid them. They're always just where I'm going to be. Or where I am. Whichever one's worse for me at the moment. That's crazy. It's always the upper blade, never the lower blade. I don't know if I've even gotten hit by the lower ones, but the upper one, oh boy, it always curves in just the perfect way to be where I am. Incredible. Yes, now is this our last? No, we still have that Shellwood one. We have 3 like main quest memory locations, and we've done one. This is the second. We still have a third one that we must find somewhere in Shellwood. But then also, well, given that we found Lost Redania, right? I don't know. I feel like there must be at least 1 or 2 more that are these bonus ones that aren't indicated on our map, and I'm very curious how I would find them. Assuming that they even exist, of course, but it would make sense to me that you'd have, you know, not just one such area. Whoa! Okay. That claw line could have gone better. Could I fight? Oh my... I would love to fight one of these ants just fully midair. I kind of hope we get an arena at some point that just doesn't let you stand on ground ever. We have had some arenas that like make you stay airborne for a short section, but never for very long. And I feel like we're running out of chances to have an arena like that. Like, I don't think we've had anything that was quite as long as the Colosseum of Fools section. But also, maybe it's just that the sections feel shorter because you can heal midair, whereas in Hollow Knight, like, the main reason why the aerial combat section in the Colosseum is difficult is that you cannot heal. There's never ground, because you need ground to heal, is basically the point. And we get back to that conversation from earlier in the stream. Or, I don't know, I guess it wasn't a conversation, but it sure was a topic. We get back to that topic from earlier in the stream where I said that the fact that you can heal midair is like the real... That's the real advantage of the way you can heal midair. Or like, the real advantage of the healing system of Silksong, rather. What a silly dash! I don't even know why I did that. I couldn't possibly tell you. What? Okay, hold on. For some reason, I have now started getting hit by that middle massive spin move that you do. Oh no. This is a terrible start. Let's heal over here. You're gonna probably toss a spinny blade soon. Yeah, there we go. I love tossing those. Ooh! Nice pogo. Ooh! No, you're kidding me. Why did I run into those spines? What? It's... please, I must heal again. As usual, I'm getting worse at the fight as I go along. Oh, nice. That's nice. We're fine. What? Okay, I should have parried there. I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes you see a situation and you should decide it is time to parry. You are kidding me. Why? That spin move. I didn't get hit by that on my first 3 attempts. What am I doing now? This attempt and the previous one. Alright, Hornet, wake up. This is no time for a nap. Yeah, who is this? Like, who are we seeing here? I'm really curious to know if this is actually the same singer that we're battling right now. And like these sort of sheet things that we're seeing in the front, are those wings? Are they part of a shell? Or are they like just regular blankets that someone's laying under? Every time we respawn, we get another look at them. And I can't say that I've puzzled anything more out about them. This time the new advancement was the sheet idea. Alright, let's challenge you again. Oh, you can even see like the 2 strong ants standing here. Like the 2 strong ants standing side by side there. The 2 strong ants that we fight before Carmelita herself shows up to battle us. Oh, okay. We are playing things, well, not very well, but that's fine. We've got a flying enemy showing up. Maybe I can heal. I can, just barely. Dang it. Of course I jumped right into that. Wow, this arena's pretty high. Good thing you just jumped out of the way. I will take it. I can maybe heal. And then I immediately dash downwards, or a pogo rather. The dash downwards seems way less versatile than simply doing a down pogo. But I guess if you have a different crest, then you don't have a down pogo. Maybe that's why you can dash downwards. Nah, probably not. They just wanted to expand your moveset in general, I'm sure. Oh, stay away from that. Woo, we're fine. Can we get through this wave without taking damage for once? It's really not all that challenging. These guys, like, even though they deal more damage than the other ants, I feel like they're easier to deal with. Like, their patterns are very predictable. Ooh, that could have been bad. Dang it, that was bad. Why did they jump into? It's fine. As long as they don't take a double damage hit, we can heal right before. There we go. Alright, Carmelita. This time I won't even dash into you right at the start of the fight, I swear. What are you doing? You're just spinning around there. That's fine. Ooh, I almost jumped into that. I haven't quite developed the, like, natural instinct of ending up in exactly the correct location to not get hit by that. Right, so the middle of the arena spin move. Yeah, that one. That's exactly it. I need to be careful with that, because apparently I'm just no good at avoiding it. Well, at least I... You're kidding me. At least I didn't get hit by the... Whoa! Alright. We are throwing horribly again. Dude, what am I doing? Oh, stay away, stay away. The, like, little backstep that you do right after you do... right after you do that spine move is crazy. Because it positions you perfectly so that I end up in that, like, narrow section between you and the spikes. And then that ends up being pretty scary for me. Because if I move myself even slightly, then I take damage. Yeah, like, just there. You see how when I do that down pogo, I try to hit Carmelita, but Carmelita steps back just enough that I don't hit them. And yet, at the same time, I also don't get hit by anything. It's a very interesting way to arrange that. I feel like it must have been important. Or what? Important? Intentional, I mean. Definitely the same word. It's definitely a very good reason why I got them confused. I mean, they do start with the same letter, so that's at least something. I somehow haven't gotten enough silk to heal in ages. How come? Okay, I can heal here for sure. Again, I swear my first attempt went way better than any of these subsequent ones I've done. Well, no, actually, I think one of the... Like, my third attempt or something? I think that did pretty okay. You love doing a funny spin move midair, don't you? Okay. I simply need to be aware of it and run away. Okay. As you are staggered, I can hopefully heal. I still haven't been performing very many parries. I love your little curved air blade. The upper blade. I'm just a huge fan of getting hit by it. No, this is bad. This is bad and not good for me. Okay, no, stay away. I feel like I'm playing things too carefully. Like, yes, I'm taking lots of damage, but I think that's partially because I'm staying so far away. I should be, like, approaching perhaps less cautiously. I think trying to stay away is, for example, what's getting me hit by those spikes a lot. Uh-oh. That's not the correct move there. Clawline was not the answer. I'm sure it would be in some situations. Oh, make sure you don't clawline into the enemy, though. Well, I don't know. Do clawline into the enemy if they're close enough, but if they're too far away, then the clawline will just bring you right in front of them, and then they step into you. I didn't mean to do that! Oh, this is bad. Right, but of course the clawline also consumes herself. This is bad. You're about to get angry. We're fine. Well, I don't know. I don't quite know about that. I feel like we're about to take a horrible hit of damage somewhere. Still no double... Well, whatever. I was gonna say still no double blade attack, but there it was. I died before the double blade part started, well, showed up at all. But that's fine. I don't know, I get a feeling that there's like a giant moth in the background here, but that's not... Like, that wouldn't make sense, surely. We're in an ant area. What business would a moth have here? We haven't seen any moths, have we? Like, no one that would be related to the Seers tribe from Hollow Knight. Which, I mean, I don't know that there's any reason that we should expect to see them. But still. I'm now thinking back to Shellwood, and it's just... It's kind of neat that they have a reference to Zote without ever talking about Zote at all. I do wonder what percentage of people, like, actually remember that Zote's weapon is made out of Shellwood. I'm glad that I did. Oh! What? There's no reason to be taking this much damage so fast here. Are you kidding me? I love how these small ants can hop so high. Like, good on you. That's pretty impressive. Oh! Silly fall on my part. That's fine. Well, I mean, it's not fine. We shouldn't be taking this much damage in these early parts. But it's not exactly a tragedy either. Excuse me. I was clawlining you. It's rude to deal damage to a hornet bug. Well, that sort of thing is happening. It's still quite funny that Hornet's called Hornet, even though, well, you're not a hornet at all. What's the deal with that? Why are you called Hornet? Why did you dash to the right? Lots of good questions. Oh no, this is bad. Well, I mean, it's not bad. It's kind of fine. I just wish I hadn't taken that hit of damage. Yeah, but fortunately, these enemies basically only hit straight up or straight to the side. That's... oh, dang it. That's very easy to account for, as I already said. I don't think they've done any diagonal attacks ever. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, I should be using some tools for Carmelita just to speed things up, I think. Ugh, but it feels so gross using tools. What is even the button? That's not the correct button to use tools. Oh, you are kidding me. Of course it's the upper blade that I jump into yet again. I can't jump into anything else. It's just that. I don't know. Maybe a couple of other things. Maybe a couple different things occasionally, but mostly that. Okay, so whenever that spin move shows up, I need to just... I don't know. First of all, I need to recognize when it's going to show up, and then I need to claw line away. Or perform some other kind of evasive maneuver. Oh, there we go. That's it. Surely I should be able to just, like, tell. Oh, you're kidding me. We're about to end up in a situation where we're desperately trying to get enough health back that we're not one hit away from death again. And that is something we would like to avoid. I mean, is it though? I don't know. What is it? What's that coral guy that we fought? Cross King Khan? That fight was very fun, specifically because we were always on the edge of death. Just barely crawling our health back. So you know what? Maybe I should keep my mouth shut. Maybe that's precisely where we want to be. But of course, while you are in that state, you're not going to feel that way. Or well, I don't know. You might recognize that that's what's making the fight fun. But you're still going to be desperately trying to heal, you know? It's quite an interesting balance, actually. Right. I should do that. Oh, you're kidding me. I should have parried there. That would have been a way safer course of action. I love getting hit by those spinny blades. It's my favorite pastime. I'm always doing that. I love the... oh, what? I thought... hold on. I was just going to say I love how you clamber up the wall sometimes when you dash into it. But I guess I don't fully... oh, that was close. I guess I don't fully understand what makes you do it. Ooh, run away. Oh, and jump over that. It's fine. I can maybe... yeah. If I stay directly above Carmelita, most of the time that seems to be like the safest spot to heal. Very rarely does Carmelita jump straight up into you. Oh, there we go. Yeah, whenever that spike thing happens, I should just claw line. Even though, as I said, it does... oh, this is bad. Could have tried parrying there. I didn't really have the health to throw around like that. Oh, stay away. Okay, that's the double blade move. Whoa, right. I completely forgot that this is a move that you even can do. No, not like this. Enough silk to heal, please. Please, kind singer lady. Ooh, I don't have enough silk for a claw line. I was trying to... oh, you're kidding me. I was trying to claw line several times there. Uh-oh. Ooh, again. They fly in a different arc when they do the double throw as well. Oh, run away. Well, I don't know. Sometimes running away is actually the more dangerous course of action. No, this is bad. I'm one hit away from death. Should I get hit by any of these double damage things? That's kind of the danger of the double damage things. Oh, that was a very fortunate parry there. I might be also one hit away from another heal, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, this is better. That's not the button. But how do you throw tools? That's it. Fine. We'll toss some tools out. Why not? Oh, hello. Stay away. No, this is bad. This is my punishment for using tools, actually. That was a different double blade move that you did also. Usually you do a different one. I must heal. Oh, that's a double... dang it. I even recognize it as a double blade maneuver. How am I one hit away from death again? Oh, this is bad. Phase 3. Could you... okay. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I realized just in time what was about to happen. I barely dodged that spin move in the center, but then, as I was falling to the floor, I realized, hang on a minute. The entire floor is about to be full of spikes in just a moment. I could have clawlined to the left, but I don't know if you noticed. I did not do that. Even though it would have been advisable. Hello, let me in. Thank you. Again, very short run back. I also think, I'm trying to figure out what things are like required for base ending and what things are required for true ending. Because, like, I imagine that Green Prince thing, right? The whole Lost for Dania section. That doesn't seem like it was required for the story. And that was a section with, like, a decently long run back. So I'm trying to figure out if, like, places that have run backs that you could even consider, like, medium length. I wonder if those are always optional things. I know people have been complaining about the last Jazz run back, but, like, I don't know, I think they're just being insane. There have been some runbacks, like Grohl the Great. That was one that I could actually understand why some people might complain about it. And I wonder if Grohl is necessary. I think they might actually be. What was another runback? There's been like 2 that I felt were actually like somewhat lengthy. We had Grohl the Great, and then we had, what? Was it really just Lost for Dania? Maybe. Running back to that, well, that was barely even a boss, but running back to that stag fight. That might be considered a slightly long run back. But again, that seems like a bonus area also. So I'm not sure what to make of any of this. To be quite honest. Right, let's just get... Oh! Let's just get to, what's her name again? Krull? No. Skrull? No. What are these guys called? Scar Singers. Or, well, Scars are the ants in general, I guess. In general. I inserted an extra S in that sentence, just to be funny. Oh, stay away. I don't know why I'm so emotionally responding to the threat of these enemies hitting me. As I already said, they are very predictable. So why am I freaking out? That's really the biggest danger. Like, if you manage to stay calm in a boss fight, that's like, you've basically won. But that is often easier said than done. There we go. I must pogo you. Whoops. We're fine. That could have been bad. I also, like, I can pogo those spikes. I don't know why I haven't been taking advantage of that, or any of the 10 dozen other ways that you could avoid taking damage by them. But I simply haven't, it seems. Whoops. You know what? I'll throw some tools at you. Never mind. I guess you'll dodge them all. That's fine. You're allowed to do so. Ooh, that's bad. Again, I'd love to use my Silk skills, but I'm constantly trying to get enough health to heal. Or enough Silk to heal. I can't afford to use it on spells. I mean, I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could. It's the same way in Hollow Knight. On your first playthrough, you're constantly just desperately trying to get enough soul to heal. And you don't end up using spells, even though they would actually make the fight easier. But also, making the fight easier is not necessarily our goal here. We want to, at least to an extent, do some pure nail combat. Oh, I was just going to say nice claw line. And then that whole thing happened, where it wasn't so nice after all. Okay, do some sort of thing where I can stay up here and heal, thank you. How kind of you. I would like to get enough Silk to be full health again. That's not it. This isn't the correct approach at all. To accomplish my dreams. Hello? What? There's no way I just stayed up there and took damage like that. Oh, that was scary. That was awfully scary. It's fine. Oh, again, the classic move where I end up precisely in the location between you and the spikes. I guess I should be thankful that I'm not ending up, you know, inside a hurt box thing. But still. Ooh, that was a close pogo. It's fine. Oh my god, that was lucky. I did not avoid any of those attacks on purpose. Oh, what a lovely descending little blade move. That's better. That's not better. Ooh, thank goodness that got parried. Oh, so no thanks to my own intention, I suppose. I did not... I'm not trying to play the needle in right now. We're in the middle of a fight. And while I'm sure we'd get some interesting lore, or at least a bit of a song from Carmelita. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. There's also someone to ban in chat, but I can't do that right now. It's fine. Or at least I think that's a spam message. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it sure is. How do these keep showing up? Okay. It would be lovely if I got enough Silk off of your stagger here. Thank you. Don't jump straight up, please. Thank you. How kind. Ooh, okay, we're fine. Oh, you don't even do a double blade attack there. I'm quite happy to see that. What? Stop parrying all of my hits. I'm shy, we're parrying all of your hits. To be quite... Oh, you're kidding me. I'm no good at avoiding this funny spin move. Okay. At least when I'm not in the way of that big floor attack, it's quite easy to avoid. It's basically just a free hit that I get. Nice combo. Deal one hit to me in the air, and then the last two will get taken care of by the spikes on the floor. Of course, that assumes that I'm low on health already, but clearly I was, and I keep being low on health. At least, you know what? We're making progress on one thing. I haven't gotten hit by those upper, like, the higher blades. When Carmelita throws 2 blades. I've stopped getting hit by that upper one all the time. That counts as progress, maybe. Although I feel like my shortcoming on that end has just been shifted to some other attack. But that's fine. We make slow progress and we'll learn the fight eventually. Let's try this again. Of course, it would be great if I could get through these initial waves a bit faster. Hold on, are we even losing shell shards? I think we must be, right? Although, wait, are we though? Because we're not sitting on a bench between attempts to replenish them, and yet my spinny tool, doesn't that look completely filled? Do dream fights not consume shell shards? Can that really be? Oh, you're gonna throw a thing at me. I was really trying to down pogo in time to block that thing flying up at me, but I didn't quite make it. Yeah, hold on. I feel like I should pay some attention. Like, are my shell shards? Are my tools actually being depleted while in a fight? Interesting. Interesting question. I'm quite curious about that. Oh, I never banned that spam bot in chat, did I? Oh, well, that's fine. Automot caught it anyway. It's doing a pretty good job by just adding like 2 bot terms into its list. Surprisingly easy to catch most of the spam bots. Of course, the issue is that I still need to manually ban the... Oh, I'm throwing horribly. Hang on a minute. Let's stop doing that. Okay, can you both like do an attack at about the same time so I can feel like I'm a bit safe to heal? Thank you. Well, I don't know. You didn't really do an attack at the same time, but I still felt like I could risk healing. So I guess the end result is something we can be happy with anyway. Let's heal again. I love the slow motion defeats that you do at the end of fights in Silksong. Hello, Carmelita. Let's try playing a bit better, as always. Man, the center of your body is like incredibly thin, but I guess that's just how ants are. This isn't just like a cartoony character design. I mean, it also is that, but biologically accurate cartoony character design, I suppose. I should heal, although maybe not here. Not the best spot to heal. As we've already established, healing right above Carmelita is kind of the way to go. Which is interesting. With a lot of bosses, that usually isn't the case. I mean, in Hollow Knight, you can't even be above a boss to heal. Most of the time. I guess unless they have a platform in their arena that you can stand above the boss on. But yeah. With Hollow Knight, bosses really love to do random hops. And I guess they also jump around in Silksong. But I don't know. I feel like it's particularly dangerous in Hollow Knight. Like, you just do not want to stay above a boss for too long. Because they are almost guaranteed to randomly do a hop and hop into you. And of course, as you learn the boss, you can kind of understand when they're likely to do a hop, so you know when you're allowed to poke on them and when you're not. But well, at the very least, with Carmelita, in this specific fight here, it seems that you are almost always safe to stand above them. I guess unless we're like around the center of the arena and Carmelita's likely to do one of those jumps. But I don't know, most of the time it seems like she's not doing that. Wait, so who's singing? Are you singing while fighting me? Or have you got like a backup person singing in the background? Oh, that's bad. I could have done like a dozen different things there. I could have floated and then pogoed. I won't list the rest of the things because I can't think of them at the moment, but they do exist, I assure you. I could have like claw lined, or I could have... I don't know, had I dashed already? I could have done something, for sure. Maybe I could have even parried something. Oh, that sounds unlikely though. Oh no! What am I doing? At least I have a grub song effect. So I get extra silk when taking damage. Oh, that also perhaps feels like cheating. That's fine. Oh, that was scary. I'm really just not taking a safe approach at all here. Attacks that I know how to dodge, I am simply not dodging. Okay, heal here. That's fine. Okay. Come on. We know how these attacks work. Why did I do that? Rather than avoiding taking damage there, I decided to deal damage myself. I'm not sure that was the most prudent course of action there. Given my current health situation. Okay, run away, we're fine. We'll go on you, and again, and we can heal. Don't hop straight into me. Oh, you're trying! I can't believe it, dude. It's so easy to avoid those spikes. Why don't I ever do it? There we go. Just like dash above the spikes or something. Oh, okay. Oh. That was pure luck that I was able to jump high enough to avoid that second throw. Okay, sometimes a little bit of luck is warranted. I love that I did a backflip to avoid that. I mean, of course, on my part, I kind of just tried turning around. Very lucky that you just dashed out of the way of where I was going to be. Oh, and then you do the opposite just then. That's fine. We heal. And, oh my goodness, I was trying to claw line. My plan was to claw line away. It didn't work out, because I didn't have silk. But it's fine. It's interesting how even your movement abilities require silk. Like, only a tiny bit of silk, of course, but... And of course, not all movement abilities. But just the claw line. That's already enough to make for an interesting balance of trying to keep your silk around. Or, well, not necessarily trying to, but it at least makes keeping your silk around have a yet another additional purpose. Oh, this is scary. Please. Oh my goodness, I thought it was me getting hit for a moment there. Whenever I stagger a boss in that sort of great bombastic effect, I always think for a moment that it's me getting hit. And sometimes that leads me to getting hit. Uh-oh, we're fine? Dude, stop! You're faster now. Ooh. Okay, we hover above that. That should be... You're kidding me. Why must you dash in that direction? You're so fast. Oh my goodness, you're so fast. You're everywhere. Right. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you speed up towards the end of the fight. Of course, I'm not exactly great at dealing with your regular speed yet. Whoops. There goes that tool. And that certainly consumed shell shards. But yeah, I think any tools that I use inside a dream fight don't consume shell shards. That's interesting. Again, it feels like, you know, you don't lose your cocoon in the dream, and tools don't consume shell shards. That really makes it feel like they expect the dream fights to be way more challenging than the regular fights, but they're not. I mean, I guess they would be if you didn't have all your needle upgrades and health upgrades. But, well, the thing is that you do. To get to this point in the game, you kind of have to. So I feel like that's mostly going to be useful in a rando, where you can then take advantage of the fact that, like, it doesn't consume any shell shards to use tools. And you might then have to rely on tools more. I think that might strike quite an interesting balance. But now, of course, that one little wheel that I accidentally tossed outside in the real world, that shell shard bit is, of course, gone. Or, not shell shard bit, that tool use is gone. Which makes sense. So whatever tool uses you have as you enter the dream world, that's what you can use. But the thing is, like, it's not only that it doesn't oh, you're kidding me, what am I even doing? But it's not even just that it doesn't consume shell shards. You don't even have a limit on, like, how many uses you can do between replenishings. But, like, even if you could replenish your tools for free at a bench, you still don't have infinite uses of them in the real world. You just have until that specific tool runs out. What am I doing? I'm fully throwing in this face right now. Let's stop that. We should still... Oh, you're kidding me. We should still be able to get enough health to heal before Carmelita, but things are looking a bit risky, I have to say. Whoops. Especially if I take damage from you. Okay, both of you do an attack, maybe? That would be a lovely time to do so anyway. Oh, there we go. That's fine. Everything's fine. We should, at least theoretically, be able to heal. We should be able to avoid taking damage from these at all. And now, assuming that I managed that... Oh my goodness, I missed every single one of those hits. Assuming that I managed that... There we go. We can enter Carmelita with full health. Not full silk, but... good enough, I'd say. Hello. Let's do this again. I feel like I really haven't been I feel like I really haven't been putting on a very good show here. But hopefully the audience is satisfied with the dance anyway. The deadly dance of blades. Oh, I tried to desolate dive again. Whoops. It's funny how I'm, like, having issues with that now, and not at the beginning of Silksong. But I guess the issue is that now I've been going back to Pale Court. So I've been playing Hollow Knight boss fights. And that will certainly condition you to try to use more Desolate Dive, or, well, Descending Dark. The down spell, you know? Oh! Oh, that was close. Again, though, these moves, as with all boss fights, you can tell what's going to happen pretty easily. These should not be hard to avoid or deal with, at all. So I simply need to learn to deal with them a little bit better than we have been so far. There's never been a boss that I didn't really have to learn, I don't think. Perhaps that's unfortunate. But I don't think it's that bad. There we go. For once I didn't need to heal during that first phase. Or, well, I don't know. That's probably not first phase. Because staggers aren't the same thing as a phase, as like moving on to a next phase. Moving on to a next phase is when Carmelita does that like yell thing. But a stagger is just that you've dealt like enough hits or something. I don't think they're trying to damage, or at least I'm pretty sure that's how it worked in Hollow Knight. A boss getting staggered does not usually mean that it's the next phase. Phases have separate things, which is certainly an interesting system. I can see how it might be unintuitive. But also, like, I don't know, knowing that that's how it worked doesn't matter too much. Oh, you're kidding me? What? You hit me from that? I thought I was safe on the wall there. Oh, that was a very poorly timed pogo. Let's try to... Oh, you're... Oh, my goodness. Okay, hold on. I'm throwing horribly. Oh! Okay, that was also pure luck that I didn't get hit by that. We need to lock in again. We did that first phase kind of okay, and then I started doing very poorly. Ooh, okay. Those pogos were almost poorly timed. And of course, that heal was also... I don't know why I did that. I probably should have kept that silk for healing, especially if I'm gonna jump into blades right after it. But you know what? Sometimes you do need to deal some damage. Sometimes that's just the way to go. Okay, toss your tools. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Maybe I should do some of the same, especially since they seem to be free. What? Stop doing that. Maybe I should... Oh my goodness. Maybe I should parry those in-air wheel moves more often intentionally. No, not the upper spinny wheel again. No. My mortal enemy. The upper spinny wheel of 2. There are 2 spinny wheels. Keep an eye on that upper one, because it'll get you. Or it'll get me. If you are me and you see 2 spinny wheels of doom, make sure you are particularly wary of the one that's above. Oh, I forgot I don't need to hold the needle in button for that whole transition. Whatever, it's fine. It's probably safer. It's not like it's much of a challenge holding down the needle in playing button. It's not like it takes much effort or exertion. I hope I haven't missed any secrets in this area, but it doesn't really seem like the kind of location that would have secrets. I'm pretty sure this is just a straightforward run to the boss. I don't have a way to like open up a shortcut, so I don't have to do that loop every time, do I? Again, not that it's a long loop at all. Quite a short one. I'm just wondering if I might be missing a shortcut. Oh, we're fine. Oh. Okay, that was some pretty fun weaving back and forth we did there. I wish all my fights could constantly be like that. I just don't get hit. Instead, we do some crazy cool acrobatic weaves. That would be awesome. Now, not the silk kind of weaving, just the regular moving around enemies kind of heal. What? Kind of weave. I love saying the wrong word. Like, completely the wrong word. They're barely even similar. I guess they have a slightly similar rhythm to it. Weave and heal. Hello. Thank you for the follow, Delay0x1. Welcome in. I would like to think we're not too far away from beating this boss, but... Well... That could easily be wrong. I'm very good at being bad at bosses. For a while, until I get good at them. After which point, I am somewhat okay at them. Whoops, that's not a good move on my part. It's fine. I should try to heal before I deal more damage too, because we want enough silk to get another heal off. Whoops. It is not a good idea to be running into enemies if that's your plan though. There we go, that's a bit better. I keep thinking I'm playing Pale Court, so I run closer to the enemy because I think I have like the extra powerful Defender's Crest charm on. But this isn't even the same game. And it most certainly isn't the Pale Court mod. I know I'm talking about the Pale Court mod a lot, but I recently remembered how good it was. So I've been playing it again. And that means I keep wanting to freaking gush about how cool it is. Honestly, in my mind, Pale Court is an official DLC for Hollow Knight. I don't care. It's so good. It's so high quality. Like, I also love the impossible any percent mod, but that's obviously like I don't know. That's obviously a very different thing. But Pale Court, even though it is very difficult, it's just such a high quality experience. It really does feel like it could easily fit right in among like a real Hollow Knight DLC. So I think more people should play Pale Court. Is all I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness, that's not good. I can't believe you interrupted my heal, ate all of my silk, and dealt double damage to me. That's awfully rude of you. Now I need to somehow claw my health back. Or die. That's also an option. We may be doing that. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good. I didn't actually mean we should be doing that. I just said that that's more of like a... It's possible, you know? Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is fine. Oh, stay away. Oh my goodness, we almost just dashed into each other. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Well, I don't know. I'm sure you would have been... Oh, that was close. I almost fell into those spikes. I keep being way too reckless with those spikes. Oh, it's fine. I can heal here. Okay. Your spinning move did not dash towards me there. This is good. Okay. Give me enough silk to heal. That's not enough silk to heal at all. Even that wasn't. That is, though. Thank you. Oh, that was close. How is the positioning so perfect every time? I end up right between Carmelita and the spikes. I feel like you've, like, perfected... Carmelita perfected that move, that whenever I try to poke her after that move, I end up in that location. No, not the upper spikes. I thought we overcame that. I thought we stopped doing that. I thought you were done with that, Hornet. I thought you'd given up getting hit by the upper spike like that. Oh, whew, finally I poked her on the spikes. I should have been doing that this whole time. But for some reason, I could never quite bring myself to intentionally react in that sort of manner. Let's heal up here. And like, we even have double jump. Like, what am I doing falling into attacks? I said earlier in the stream that we have... Oh my goodness, that was just pure luck that I avoided that. Of course, it's unfortunate that it ended up relying on luck. Me avoiding damage there, but... We will take it! We will take it nonetheless. No, bad skill issue. And I'm really not using my Drifter's Cloak at all. Having double jump kind of makes you forget that you also just have this pretty powerful glide. Or at least it makes me forget that. Hello. We're fine. Ooh. It might be time to heal. It sure is. Ooh, stay away. No. I'm so good at just constantly ending up in that spike attack. It's my specialty. I'm always doing that. If you've ever wondered, how could I possibly end up in that awful spike attack? Well, I mean, it's not awful. But ending up inside it is awful. Not a good time. What? I honestly didn't expect you to stay in the air. I've never paid attention to where you are during that attack. I always paid attention to just avoiding the projectiles. But this time, I had the fortunate chance to be in the air while you're doing it. Isn't that lovely? Oh, nice. Now that's a good kind of pogo. That's a bad kind of situation. Oh, no. Heal right up here. Oh my goodness, it's just so scary. Oh no. It's so scary. You can end up in a situation where you're one hit away from death so easily. I feel like that's just most of the situations in this game. You're just always one hit away from death. Or rather, I am. Ooh, stay away. Dude, I love how you do that move. Like, it's like you're running across the arena on rollerblades or something. It really does seem like you're on wheels. Oh! Woo! Okay, you do 2 hops there. We know that. We've seen it. Oh! We heal. We love healing. Healing is so cool. I'm always doing that. Most of my fights, I'm kind of just healing. We're not doing much else. Okay. This might be a great chance to use the Silk skill. Oh no, this is the part where you go fast. You become fast and you're scary. Even scarier than usual, that is. Oh, and you dash away much farther after that spike attack. I guess we might want to use Claw Line there then. No! What? You do a throw and a spin and then you... Oh my goodness, okay. It's the same old familiar attacks and then they're different. They're just different in just the right scary way. So that I don't know what to do. I really think this phase 3 calls for a Claw Line. Okay, you throw and then you spin and then you throw again. This is bad. Dude, you're so fast. You're so fast. You must stop being this fast. Even I'm barely this fast. And I'm Hornet! Oh, that was scary. That was honestly terrifying. I knew how that attack goes too. I just almost failed at avoiding it. Ooh, that was a close call with that Drifter's Cloak float. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. I sit up here and I heal. No, what? Well, what was the point of that? I just healed and then I decided that I wanted to drop down into the spikes. think in my head I was sort of trying to do Desolate Dive, but that's not a thing in this game. You fool! No. What? Since when does that launch you so far across the arena? I don't think that attack had nearly as much horizontal movement before. That's a bit scary. Dude, stop parrying every single hit that I do! No, 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 no. We're fine. Well, no, we're not fine at all. Please, I must heal. I must heal. I desperately must heal. This time, hopefully, I won't immediately lose all of it. Oh, no. Well, never mind. I guess I did anyway. No, not the upper blade. No, the upper spinny blade. As usual, the classic. The upper spinny blade gets me. Not that that should be a what? Surprising. Oh my goodness. And it isn't. It isn't surprising whatsoever. Oh my goodness. Maybe I shouldn't have turned up the game volume. I'm terrible at balancing audio for stream. It felt like that was a pretty quiet moment, and looking at OBS, the levels seemed pretty high compared to my voice. Oh, because of course, as I said, I went and fiddled with the audio settings between stream again, trying to make it not sound awful. Did I succeed? Most likely not. Hornet's Needle is so long, like compared to the tiny nail that you use in Hollow Knight. It's kind of crazy. You know what else is kind of crazy? We're back to this ant fight here. I feel like it's been ages since we last did that. Now, of course, if I use tools in the Carmelita fight, or if I use them more at least, I'm sure we would speed it up a lot, and we would have way less trouble with it. But where's the fun in that? I mean, I don't know, I'm sure there would still be plenty of fun in that, actually, but that's not the kind of fun we're trying to have right now. I mean, is it? I don't know. We might use some tools at some point. We've tossed a couple. Oh, I've tossed a couple of tools in my day. Maybe I should instead use the tools to get past these ants. The little ant battle in the beginning. I'm honestly so shocked that we haven't had like minions showing up during the Carmelita battle. In addition to having like regular enemy arenas with a bunch of enemies, Silksong has really liked having bosses that have different bonus enemies for you to fight. Oh, this is bad actually. Why am I taking this much damage in this fight? I mean, it's not even a fight. It's like a beginning phase. It's phase 0. Okay, fortunately I still managed to get enough silk to heal. I do think most of that's thanks to the tools that I have equipped that grant me extra silk. Alright, Carmelita. How about I learn to dodge your attacks properly? Hello, another? Let's have another one of those spinny moves, why don't we? Oh, that was a bit scary. Again, I should probably try again to use more clawline. We did that in like a couple of the first attempts, but then I ended up using... I ended up wanting to keep all of my soul for healing, so I haven't even been clawlining. I mean, that might not be the actual reason. But whatever the reason, I haven't been clawlining. I can't exactly analyze why I made any choices, every choice that I made during the fight. Well, the several attempts at this fight that we've had so far. Oh no, I should have just stayed floating and then pogoed. I must get better at that. I also must get better at parrying you. And those spinny things. Whoops, that's not how you parry anything. And I should also probably... Dang it. I should probably also try to do a better job at staying close to you. I think staying... Well, first of all, staying far away makes the fight take longer because I'm dealing less damage to you. But also, I don't know. I somehow feel like staying aggressive and staying close to you might actually make it easier to avoid some of these attacks. Okay, well, maybe not that tossing attack. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but that attack right there, I probably should have just stayed close and parried it. Yeah, something like this, huh? How about we do that again? Okay, good thing you didn't do a horizontal dash. Yeah, that one. Good thing you didn't do that move that you just did. Yeah, there we go. Like, look at that. If you're just... You can kind of just be dashing... Oh, dang it. You can kind of just be dashing through the whole arena and constantly pogoing if you do things right. Oh my goodness, not like this. Don't run precisely where the enemy's going to fall onto you. Alright. Oh. Okay, I can heal in just a moment, thank you. Wonderful. I really can't tell if it's you who's swinging it. I mean, it can't be you. You're like making grunts during the fight. It can't be that you are also the one singing in the background. I won't believe it. Oh, that's a bad pogo. That's fine. I can go up here and heal. This is only phase 2. Carmelita... What are you, Scarsinger? Yeah, Scarsinger Carmelita is not doing any crazy fast consecutive moves right now. I mean, I don't know. There are decently fast moves, and they can be consecutive. That's ridiculous, getting hit by that. The easiest move to avoid in the whole wide world. And any other kind of world, really. It's just an easy to avoid move that I shouldn't ever get hit by. But you're dashing to the right there. That wasn't part of my plan. Oh, whoa, whoa! I shouldn't have tried to dash away. I should have... What am I doing? I'm fully throwing. What did I just say? I called that move the easiest move to avoid in the whole world. What happened to that? Hornet. Care to explain what happened to that whole idea? Oh my goodness, that almost hit me. Oh, that's a slightly dangerous pogo. If that parry hadn't happened, we would have been in trouble. Okay, we're fine. Well, we could be fine. It is somewhat conceivable that we could be fine at some point. Either now or in the future. That was a good spot to float. That was not a good spot to be after the float. We can heal. Okay, you do that. That's fine. Then we run in and deal some damage. Ooh, nice claw line behind you. Nothing personnel. We're fine. Ooh, nice parry. What? Stop jumping in there like that. That's fine. At least we can heal. This is gonna be crazy when we're doing a randa and we don't even have focus, or what is it called? Bind. You bind. You don't focus in this game. You bind. I mean, what? No. You bind. About 3 different terms jumped through my brain right there, and I couldn't tell which one was the correct one. Oh, that could have been bad. Oh, but it wasn't. Oh, but it is now. No, this is bad. Whatever you do, I was just gonna say whatever you do, don't get hit by the double damage part of it, but somehow I did. Like, it's just crazy how easy it is to get consecutively hit like that. I felt like we had that in the bag. I had so much health, and then all of a sudden I took like 5 damage in a row. Just because I was being silly and sitting inside attacks. And then all it took was taking 2 more damage, which... Oh boy, does that come easily. Okay, but I feel like we're close. Unless this is all just warm-up for the real fight, of course. But no, I don't think it is. Given that Crust King... No. Is it Crust King? What's their name again? Like, I mean, their name is Khan, but what are they the king of? Crust King? Coral King? I think it is Crust King, but I'm really not sure. Oh well. Let's try that again. I'm really just trying to figure out if I want to throw tools in the earlier parts to speed things up, or if I feel like that's still going to ruin the fun. Because like that previous attempt that we did, we managed to make quite a bit of fast progress with only our needle. But I think potentially using tools might not even be necessary for speed if you just manage to stay close enough with your needle. I mean, I'm sure tools would still make it a lot faster and easier. But again, I like how we just bounced over that one spear that was getting tossed at us. That was pretty cool. I love when the moves get chained together and you're weaving around several enemies. That's one of my favorite parts about Hollow Knight fights. And of course, when you're doing cool parries, I'm glad... Oh no. I've said this already. I'm glad they made parries like either easier or like more common in Silksong. I feel like you could go through all of Hollow Knight without even realizing that there's a parry mechanic. But I really love when there's like a modded Hollow Knight boss that makes you basically have to use the parry. Hey, doesn't your dress sort of look like that giant skull we saw before? I feel like it kind of does, the way that it splits apart. Looks like the mouth of that skull. That was a nice parry. Okay, hold on. We need to remember how this fight goes. I need to stay close, or at least that's how we did it last time. We just kind of dash after you. Just stay close and then dart away when it seems like we're going to take damage from being too close. Yep, just watch out for that spinny move. Other than that, stay close and stay on Carmelita dealing damage. Oh my goodness, that was kind of cool. I still took damage there, but I don't know. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied by how that worked out. Whoops. Yeah, sometimes that jump can be dangerous if you're staying this close. It can go wrong like that. Maybe that's how I took that much damage last time, like at the end. Because I took a bunch of damage in a row, and I don't exactly remember what happened there. I'm sure there's some way to avoid that while still staying close, though. Woo! I just need to learn to recognize when you're about to jump up, I guess. Or position myself... What? That's crazy. The claw line gave me like 2 parries there. Maybe maybe I should figure out how to rely on that a bit more. Okay, perfect opportunity for you to get staggered. And this is a great example of how the phase transition and the stagger are like completely separate concepts. Oh, dang it, I was still too low there. That's unfortunate. Because we just entered phase 2 and then like 2 hits later, Carmelita got staggered. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is the kind of situation that we must avoid. Okay, we pogo on you and then we run away and then we hopefully pogo on you again at some point. We're fine! We're not fine! We're not fine! Did I at least get a heal off? I can't even tell. I think I did. Otherwise I'd be way lower on health, it seems to me. Okay, we pogo on you again. And claw... Oh my goodness, that was scary. I feel like if I... Oh, dang it. I feel like if I just tie... Oh, this is bad. This is bad. I'm 1 hit away from death, basically. Like, for example, if I'd gotten hit by that spinny blade, that would have been an awful outcome for me. Okay, I can heal, and we absolutely must do so. Okay, you are staggered again. Hornet, please, you must swing your nail a bit faster, or needle. No! Why did I do this? Please, Hornet, climb up here. I like started panicking and didn't time my button presses properly there. Whew, that was scary. No! I missed my pogo. This is the greatest strategy in all of Farloom, except for all the bugs that got killed. No. Hey, that was the lower blade that time, not even the upper one. That's awesome. New ways to die. Big discovery. How long have I been on this boss so far? Definitely nowhere near as long as on Widow, but still, I think this might be a good competitor for the most attempts that a boss has taken me. I could be wrong, though. I'm not sure. I really didn't look at the timer when we entered this. I keep thinking that I can already jump up here, but that path keeps being a tiny bit longer than I remember it being. Hello, I'm here again. Are we sure I can't open this? Yeah, we're quite sure. Sure enough, I'd say. Oh my goodness! Oh, very nice pogos there, I have to say. Yes, I know I'm praising myself, my own pogos. Not the best manners, perhaps, but I don't know. You have to give props to some cool pogos. That's a bit scary. Oh, you're kidding me. I was really hoping that small guy would get defeated without me taking a single hit from them. Or well, I don't know. At least in that short little section. We were performing some cool moves. What? Your backswing got me? You swing your weapon behind you and that gets me? That's rude. No, I shouldn't be up here. Let me leave. Let's just leave. I must heal. I must heal. Dodge. Dodge downward. Dodge sideways. Dodge in, well, whatever direction the enemy isn't in. That's my favorite direction to dodge in. Even though, not one I commonly dodge in, mind you. Uh-oh. I must get down from up here. Not a good spot to be while there's enemies around. Oof. Okay. Stay away. At least these guys don't do like a wide swing horizontally as they pound the ground. That other boss, what was it? The Cogwork Dancers, or no, the Clover Dancers. Well, both of them probably. They love doing a horizontal swing as soon as they like touch the ground from their vertical attack, vertical downward attack. That was quite tricky for me to get used to. For some reason, I always forgot that they do that. Well, until I started remembering. What? That was a wide-reaching horizontal swing, though. Speaking of those. Of horizontal attacks. Ooh, we're scared. I almost said we're scary, but no, that's not it. What? I parried you, like, in a very weird direction, but then I still just ran into you. Oh, no. That would have been a good time to parry. I love how they're just dancing around. Like, when you're not currently being hit by them, it does... Or, yeah, when they're not currently performing an attack, they're really just kind of vibing. Oh, no. Guess who's not vibing? It's me. I'm taking awful hits of damage. No good for me. Let's try playing a bit better. I'm really not doing any of my, like, chasing the mid-air stuff. I thought that was our plan. I thought that was our winning strategy. We were doing that last time. At least for some period of time. Right. Clawline must also play a part in our awesome aerial combat strategy. No, that doesn't rhyme or have alliteration. We can do better. Oh no, we can't do better at all. With words nor with actions. Stay away. Uh-oh. We're fine. Ish. Sort of fine. We could be fine. It's not entirely, completely and utterly inconceivable that we might be fine at some point during this fight. Oh, that was close. That could have been bad. I must heal. Don't do an upward jump. Okay, that's good. That could have been bad, and it sort of was. Okay. I think you do that up... Like, I don't think you ever do that upward jump at the center of the screen. So I need to be careful if I'm above you and I'm at the corner. But you never jump straight up like that. Oh, that was very fortunate that you got staggered. I think I would have certainly taken damage from you there otherwise. So this is phase 2, right? Yeah, I'd recognize if this were phase 3. I think so anyway. No, you're doing... Right. I remember how your spin move works in this phase. It would be funny if it turned out that this is phase 3 and I don't remember at all. I would recognize if it were phase 3, he says, but what if I'm completely wrong about that? Ugh. I don't really think I am wrong about that, but I could be. Oh, what? You dashed back towards me? That's fine, I still had iframes right there. Oh, I missed. I fired, and then I missed again. Uh-oh, it's fine. Hello, I must deal damage to you. I would prefer if that didn't involve also you dealing damage to me, but if that's how it must be, so be it. Oh, I don't have enough silk to do a thing here. I must do a thingy. I did do a thingy. That was crazy. We even got to use the silk skill without healing. I'm sure we won't have that luxury in, like, about 2 moments. Dude, could you... No! We must not. Like, these pogos, that's one thing we simply must not miss. We just mustn't mess it up. It's going to be awful for us if we do. Dude, I can't get a single hit off on you. Please. Calm down for a moment. There we go. One hit of damage. That's crazy. Big new accomplishment. The fact that you can't simply desolate dive down on the enemy at like any point and be guaranteed a hit is crazy. I wonder if there's any like equivalent move in terms of damage and iframes in Silksong. I kind of don't think there is. It's all about precise movement. You don't get a free spell like that. You are kidding me. I'm just sitting around taking damage. We're gonna lose this. We're going to lose this. This attempt is not the winning one. Dang it, dude. I was really hoping that I was lying there. Oh, that could have been it. I had just gotten enough silk to heal. But then Carmelita did a bit of a hop. A large jump upwards. And that shredded hornet... What was that? Was that a bug? I swear I saw something flying out of the corner of my eye. Bugs would be appropriate, given the game that we're playing. Alright, let's try that again. I really like how you load into the stream and then you immediately hear singing to right. Anyway, it seems to me that for the actual story dream areas, the dream areas themselves are mainly just battles without exploration. Because, well, this is the second out of 3 such areas, and both of them were like that. But then other dream areas, such as Lost Verdania, and I'm assuming that there are more, they actually have exploration in the dream. Again, I could be completely wrong about there being another Verdania-like area. It would feel odd if there were only one. Especially given that there are 3 main story ones. But again, that doesn't mean that it necessarily have to be more than Verdania. Oh my goodness. I love sentences in English. I'm very good at using both of those things. I wield these concepts like a butter knife. And that is to say, not very expertly. Not very expertly at all. Should I be doing aerial combat with these? I feel like it would be fun. Oh, actually. And it seemed to work pretty well for that one on the left. Oh, dang it, that should have dealt some damage to you. Or, well, no, it didn't need to. It would have been great if it did. It would have aligned with my plans quite well if it had done. There we go. Okay, I'm feeling it. This is the attempt. I mean, it might not... Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Come on, go in with full confidence. We're gonna defeat Scarsinger Carmelita. We're going to chase them with our incredible needle skills. Pinstress would be proud of us. Seamstress would be proud of us. Sherma would be proud of us. Forge Daughter would not be proud of us. Someone else, I don't know. what, Flea Master Mushka? They would also not be proud of us. They're a fan of Carmelita, I'm sure. I don't know why. I've just decided that that is the lore. At this current moment, I've decided that. Of course, in terms of real in-game lore, I don't think Flea Master Mushka even knows that ants exist. I haven't seen any confirmation of that. Or maybe I have. Have any of the fleas talked about ants? Maybe they have. I could be completely wrong. And that's fine! Okay, dodge out of the way there. Very, very narrowly timed there. Just barely managed to make my way out of the way. Hello? Pogo? Nope, never mind. Pogo you. Well, there's not much else to Pogo, to be quite honest. Other than you, what else am I oh, you're kidding me. My heal. That was meant to be my heal, but it does seem to have stopped your attack. Excuse me? Did you just interrupt my Pogo there with a funny spin? Oh my goodness, I almost fell into the spikes. I don't know how I didn't take any damage in that last section there. I, of course, had already taken plenty of damage preemptively, just to make sure we wouldn't fall short on our damage-taking quota, which appears to be just a whole bunch per fight. One measurement of a whole bunch of damage, and perhaps a bit of extra. Some extra damage. That's what we must get done in one fight. In any one attempt. Ooh, I did dash just out of the way. Yeah, okay. I guess I shouldn't be sitting at the center of the screen when I heal. That seemed to work sort of okay in the first phase, but I guess it's a bit riskier than I thought it was. Okay. Again, I feel like I haven't been using my claw line nearly as much as I promised I would. And, as usual, that might be causing some problems for us. Oh, this is bad. That's fine. We stay up here and we heal. And you're not gonna... you are gonna do a funny spin at me. That's fine. We've seen worse. We will probably still see worse things in the future. Hello? Stay away. Something that might be an interesting strategy is using tools for like your first bunch of attempts at a fight. And then, like helping that... helping them... What? That sentence will come out at some point, I swear. I'll get it out. Using the tools to like help you learn the fight, so you get to learn the faster the later phases more easily. But then once you actually feel like you've learned them, oh my goodness. Ooh. Once you actually feel like you know the fight, then you do it without the tools. That might be interesting. I guess for a lot of people that might end up happening even without them doing it intentionally. They might simply run out of shell shards. But of course, that won't be the case with these dream fights. Because again, it seems that you simply don't use shell shards whatsoever. Or rather, you don't use tools. Maybe you would use shell shards if your tools depleted whatsoever. Oh no, this is bad, this is bad. I'm throwing horribly. Oh, thank goodness I didn't miss that pogo. As I've said before, that is one pogo that we simply cannot afford to miss most of the time. Okay, if I find a good spot... Oh, I fully thought I was getting hit by that projectile. Oh, no! Instead I'm getting hit by that one. There we go. Make sure you don't dash, you don't pogo towards the spikes there. I think it's always safer to pogo the direction that Carmelita's dashing. Oh, bad spot to be. Okay, at least it didn't spin towards me there. This is fine. We will take that for sure. There we go. Get a hit. Oh, you are kidding me. Not the upper spikes. You are dead. All right, and we get a crazy cool animation. I wonder if I could pause the game here and read the journal. That would be the most anticlimactic moment. Well, I don't know. One of the most anyway. Perhaps if I did it during the final boss, that might be more impactful. How we hunted, how we sang. My children, I saw you glorious. There we go. Diva. Achievements. Defeat Scarsinger Carmelita. I think, like, that's just such a cool boss name, isn't it? I think that's my favorite name for a boss that I've seen in this game. And we've seen some pretty cool ones. And this is the second heart that we've gotten. Or, no, the second, like, main story kind of heart. Obtained the Hunter's Heart. It beats steady and strong. I'm very curious if we could use that extra bonus one that we got from Green Prince. Like, could we use that one instead of the third story one? But I don't think I really want to try. Also, there's stuff this way. How would I unlock this door? We'll have to investigate that. I don't know if that's even doable, of course. Scarsinger Carmelita. Song Queen of the Scar and their most talented warrior. So it was an Ant Queen. It's just they're also singing. I figured that might be the case, but I don't think I mentioned it. This graceful ruler once possessed skill to rival my own. At her youthful peak, her voice united all Scar in her service. That's very cool. We appear to be missing one ant enemy from the middle here. Well, not the middle, just from this central column, I suppose. I wonder how that might have happened. So this is, yeah, this is the, like, first strong ant enemy that we've passed through to get into Hunter's March in the first place, initially. This is this enemy we saw for the first time in the arena, as, of course, we did Scarsinger Carmelita. So these are, like, exclusive to this dream world. And then there's just an ant here that we're missing somehow. How could that be? Would they be somewhere other than Hunter's March and this place? Is it, like, a kind of enemy that flees from you very easily, so you don't, like, you might not even realize you can hit them, like some of the birds that flutter away real fast? I'm not sure. Well, there is definitely something in this direction, though. It might be a good idea to go to a bench. What, we had a bench here? Oh, right, that's where we had the sprinting section. Okay. Marker right here, then. Can I enter? Can I enter this place from some other direction? It might be nice to just go sit on a bench and see what the map looks like now. That might be helpful. Maybe I should play the needle in here. I mean, we've got some void tendrils, but they will simply wiggle in response slightly. What about you? Hold on. Yeah, there's like a whole pile of corpses here. Surely some of them will sing to me. Not that I expect that this will lead to any sort of great revelation. Did it cause these in the foreground to wave? No, I think they're just waving of their own accord. Or rather, according to the whims of some sort of wind breeze. Does it even make sense for there to be wind down here? Perhaps not, but I feel like there are plenty of other things that it wouldn't make sense to have exist down here either. So I don't think we mind too much. What did I even get from here? Oh, a memory locket, I think. Yeah. Well, that door is still quite suspicious. However... Okay, before I run elsewhere, let me just take a look at the inside of this again. Because this... Hold on, no. Isn't this... I'm not actually sure. We might not be able to go through this door ever. Because it's... Oh, wait, and you are just fully dead. Were you Carmelita? Like, who was this bug here? And they're so large, too. I feel like it must have been Carmelita simply because of how they were talking to him. It didn't sound like they were just like a fan or a historian or something. But how did Carmelita grow so large? That's crazy. But yeah, I feel like maybe this isn't a door that we ever get past. Because, like, obviously, this is... like, this is exactly overlaid with the dream world again. And in the dream world, we were able to run to the right, but here the door is just closed. So I feel like it would make sense if we just can't access the arena ever in the real world. Same way as we, like, you know, we couldn't access the dream parts of the Coral Tower. So I think I actually won't be worrying about this door. Should I remove the marker, though? I kind of wish I had figured out some sort of way to organize my marker colors. But oh well, it's too late for that now, I think. We've gone through the whole game with just sort of plopping down whatever marker we happen to be on and taking more thorough notes just by actually writing them down. Wait, hold on, I am a fool. We have an ascend button. We can simply go up here. I keep forgetting I have that ability. Honestly, I mean, it's kind of a crazy ability to have. I mean, we've seen other games that have something similar, of course, so I guess it's not unprecedented. It's not something that I should be completely shocked that it exists. However, I don't know. It's just, I don't expect a Hollow Knight-like game to have. Why are we getting a bench for here? What purpose does this serve? Was there, like, any reason to expect you to die to the right of here? Huh. This bench is making me very suspicious, because, like, why would you put this here? The dream battle, well, you respawn right where you entered the dream. It doesn't, So it's not like having a spawn location here would be helpful at all. Huh. Although, was this path even open? Like, was this, like, straight up path visible before? Because I remember I tried to jump up here. I just don't remember if there was, like, a bit of a ceiling still visible up here, or if this gap was fully open. I think it was fully open, actually. And I'm just speaking nonsense. Okay, well, I think we can call this direction done. I'm sure I'll come back later and be very confused by that marker. Well, I don't know. I might remember what it was for, but then in the future I probably won't be any wiser. I won't be able to do anything else with it. I'll just come back and remove it. But for now, we'll leave it marked down. It's going to be way more annoying if we're just missing 1% of completion and it turns out it's because I decided to not place a marker here. Although, I'm sure we'll have an issue like that anyway. There will be some sort of secret that I just missed. Or it'll be a secret that I saw but didn't figure anything out with. And then I removed the marker figuring that there was nothing else to do there. That's what I'm most afraid of. Because that would suck. It would suck even more knowing that, like, it's technically my fault that I, like, did find something suspicious but didn't mark it down. Or unmarked it even. Well, but that's it for this whole direction. Wait, what? It looks like the quest expects me to head back down to Moss Grotto already. And they've removed the heart markers. Now that looks like Green Prince would count as a heart for the main quest. Which, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's been, like, fully removed here. Bring the old hearts to the snail shamans. No, hold on, but we know now. We know now for sure that there's an area somewhere... Oh, goodness me. There's an area somewhere here. And, like, a pretty important one. I don't think I'll go do the main quest until we've figured out what's there. I hope that the fact they removed the marker from there doesn't mean that I simply, you know, like, maybe I can't even access that area anymore. But I don't see why it would mean that. That would be very silly. Surely it counts as part of 100% completion that you need to reveal those locations on the map. So we must go and explore that. Now, Hunter's March does seem to not expand any further upwards. I was really hoping we'd be able to fill in this, like, little corner up here at least. Because it's essentially an empty rectangle on the map right now. But that's fine. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it does expand upwards. But I feel like if it... Like, the path we found leading up from here, if that didn't do it, I don't know what will. Now, Shellwood is quite concerning because I really don't know how we would get there. Now, it could be that it's like a very indirect path, as it was to this Farfields place, because like our marker for the goal was like right here, and we didn't have like any of these parts of Farfields, and we didn't know we could go this way. But the point is, like, if I'd gone to Farfields with the expectation that I could, you know, reach this, then that wouldn't have worked out, because what ended up being necessary was we went into Ant Place, and then we went like up through here, and the secret path ended up opening up this horizontal tunnel here. Also, does this like completely stop us from being able to ascend? Oh no, it doesn't. Wait, this is kind of a cool way to transform an existing area, because now, like, in order to get to this point, I think you need to have the like up Silksong, whatever the thing is, you know, the thing that lets us go directly up. You need to have this, because otherwise we couldn't have gone up from this Gilly statue there. I mean, it's not a Gilly statue. Gilly just was near the statue. Wait, also, Gilly... Where did Gilly get off to? We saw Gilly once in this Farfields location, and then Gilly just disappeared. I wish I remembered what the last thing Gilly told us was. But yeah, anyway. So now you block off this wind gust. But that's fine, because you can simply ascend with Gorb. Wait, what happens if... I wonder what happens if our up, like, Silksong thing, if an enemy is above it. Will it work similarly to the claw line? I guess it might. It probably will. But yeah, I should probably look at a map. Like, now that we've found an entrance in a suspicious way like this, I guess I should look at the map with similar eyes, trying to figure out how we could get here. Because, like, so far, I explored the entirety of this, and, like, these parts of Shellwood. But it might very well be that it's a path that goes through another area, the same way as here. We, like, started in Hunter's March, and then it, like, connected through a different passage into Farfields. Now, the question is, do I see anything suspicious that seems like it might do that? I think this room here, like this bottom section here, I think it had, like, a tree challenge. We, like, activated some platforms and climbed up it, yeah, and I think we had to go down to this corner in order to be able to ascend this. So it's not like this section here is, like, an unexplored thing that we didn't do anything in. So I don't think that's the answer. Maybe we could go left from here? But I swear I already went to explore the underworks. Maybe I didn't check this bottom left corner, but I certainly went to the left here. I guess I could check these rooms out again, but again, I feel like we've done that with our current set of abilities. So I don't know what new thing I could pull off there. I think I might stream for like half an hour more. I think that might be okay. We'll have a long enough stream, I suppose, and I will also have some time before I need to go to sleep, actually. But yeah, I would still very much, like... I don't want to just go back to the shamans having not seen this significant, interesting area. And also these memory areas. I did say that these boss fights aren't, like, incredibly difficult. So difficult to, like, require... you know, to necessitate the not losing your cocoon and not depleting your tools parts of them. However, they've still been pretty fun and pretty challenging. So I wouldn't want to miss out on a boss like that. Hello, New. Come to rest here, Miss Grown-Up. Then let New see your journal, for she is eager to see your cuts. Ooh, but the scroll is so heavy with beautiful beasts. Could it be that the works is almost okay, I'm pretty sure this is just the same dialogue we've already read. When New says goodbye, that's so cute, but then when you actually read what New says, the cuteness disappears somewhat. New is quite creepy. Does this really not become a boss ever? What if I played the, like, memory needle into you? Any response? Are you sure you're not like an evil void entity? I swear, dude. You will fight me at some point. I promise. Can I destroy this? Same way as we can destroy the bridge in Bone Bottom. Speaking of Bone Bottom, should we go visit that village? The new village? That's where the fleas used to be? We're not too far away from Belhart. So it shouldn't be a hard journey exactly. Or a long one. Now this is the path where Hornet just decided that we can't go left, that takes us out of the kingdom. And I imagine she would still decide that. Hold on. This thing here. Surely I would have tried ascending here, would I? Or did I just forget that I had that ability? Because I've done that several times already. Okay, if we didn't get there from any of these obvious paths, what could it be? Did we do anything here? Right, that's where we fought the first sinner. Somewhat unlikely that we could go straight down from here, though not impossible. The slab might be a place to explore. I know there's that door to the right of the bench that we never opened, but we've also been to the other side of it, so I don't know that it really would contain too much else for us. Did I get anything here? I know that's that one like looping section where there are enemies down in the pit, and I can never reach them fast enough to get a hunter's journal entry for them. And I guess Lumble the Lucky is just gone. Like, even the path that they were in on the map, it just doesn't exist. Hold on, actually, let's stop yapping. I will head to Belhart. Do I run there or do I take the Bellway? I guess the Bellway's closer. Or it should be anyway. Just below us and to the right. Is it? It is. Yeah, we'll go to Belhart, because I really want to see if Zaza shows up there. I don't know that we've been in Belhart since the whole Lost Garment incident. Which is still quite sad and tragic and, quite sad that that's happened. Where are we going? Belhart. Let's head that way. Or well, let's have the Bell Beast take us that way. The Bell Beast and its beastlings. I have remembered that well, not on my own. I just saw the name of the Beastling Call, which is our like up needle ability. I saw the name of it again, and it appears to have stuck in my mind. So I now remember that it's called the Beastling Call, and that means I remember that the Bell Beast children are called beastlings. New quest? Hell yeah. Oh, never mind. We can turn in our current one. Dark Hearts, wish granted. That's right. But this does still appear to be a new one. Unless it just wasn't removed from the board yet. Oh, look at that. I think that's the first fragment of our last mask shard. Oh, and here's the second one. The Hidden Hunter, Gilly of Farfields. Of Farfields. Interesting. Like, does that mean Gilly is actually from Farfields? I guess. The way they're all green and camouflaged in plants. That would check out. Or is it just because Gilly is in Farfields currently? Like, that's the location of the quest. A huge red shell stole my precious keepsake and disappeared into the fields. Please chase down the thief and recover my treasure. Will do. I don't know. I don't think I know of another way to make progress right now anyway. I mean, other than going and doing the main quest with the shamans, of course. But that's not what we're here to do. Deliverings are needed, are they? We've done all those already. Although, if we end up needing money, I'm sure we will make use of that again. Do I have a relic for you? Hello? A relic seeker scrounge. Uh-huh. No, we don't have any new ones. And we're missing quite a few. I wonder if, like, the locations of the missing ones... Like, you know, the locations where the empty slots are, I wonder if they can indicate to me where I might have missed something. But I guess that doesn't help too much if I don't remember where I found them. But the point is, like, you know, let's say that we assume that this was a 4th bone scroll rather than being a 1st Weaver effigy. What I could maybe deduce from that, or at least assume from that, is that, well, the last bone scroll would be somewhere in like the upper parts of the map or like in a late game area. But of course, that doesn't really also make too much sense because the map isn't linear. Like, you go up and down across your whole playthrough. Okay, well, in any case, we currently don't have any more relics to give you. Maybe I should go on a bit of a flea rescue mission. I should go talk to that big flea and see if we can get some hints for where fleas might be hiding. I feel like it's been ages since we found a flea. Whoa, plus 300 rosaries and so many shell shards? That is honestly huge. And I'm glad it doesn't seem to be a one-time thing. I don't have to like break the nest to get my stuff. Well, what now? Hold on. I last time I came here because I wanted to read the like cross summons and then I never did. Oh no, I think the issue was that we just didn't have it here. For some reason it wasn't added. Was that it? I think so, yeah. So it's not that I forgot, it's just that it just simply isn't shown in this menu, which is odd, because that seems to be the entire purpose of this. Oh well. Can't believe we're missing so many mementos. And I guess both of these we got pretty recently, so they might all be late game things, but still. Curious that we appear to only have 2 out of 8. I might have imagined that we'd have more. We might have missed some pointers, so hold on. This must be... Yes, it is! That's been suspicious for ages. That's... I think this might be our second to last memory locket, unless we're missing like a whole crest. Yeah, so these collapsing things... Hang on a minute. Can I think of other locations where I've seen these? I definitely haven't marked them on the map, and most of them, of course, haven't been quite as suspicious as that one, but still... If I see another one of these locations where the ceiling is just crumbling in that way... I really need to do a better job of remembering that we have this up needle in ability, or not needle in, whatever. We have the ability to ascend straight upwards. That's quite useful, I would say. Good old Shellwood soundtrack. I mentioned last time that I feel like I haven't been showing enough appreciation to this track. I guess it's time to talk about music again. We've gone over several tracks that I like already. We're getting to like some that I like, but that aren't really my favorite at all. But Bilewater has a lovely soundtrack, which is quite a crazy contrast to the kind of area that it is, of course. Oh, and what else? Sister Splinter. I feel like boss soundtracks are almost at a bit of a disadvantage. Because you know, sometimes you just hear them once in your whole playthrough, like with Sister Splinter. Or at least I've only heard it once, I'm pretty sure. So if I hadn't gone back and listened to the like actual soundtrack, I might not have even remembered that it had a separate soundtrack, or a separate track rather. But it does, and I like it. And it sounds quite different from any of the other tracks in Silksong, I would say. Can I? Oh, I don't have enough silk to do a thing that I wanted to do. Let's just use some tools, why not? I like how I'm using tools now that they cost the shell shards and not while I was in the dream where they didn't cost any. But also, I mean, we are currently full on shell shards. We have like a shell shard production machine at our house, it turns out. So I guess this doesn't matter too much. I swear this entrance used to be open, like above here. We were able to drop, like, back down here. Were we? I might just be making that up. No, I swear, we were able... Yeah, this elevator used to be hanging up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the abyss collapse caused that elevator to drop. And now it's just blocking our way down there. That's kind of cool. Was that corpse there the whole time? I want to try playing the needle into it. Anything? No, I think this collapse is pre-act 1. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that enemy. Doesn't it seem like they are... Like, the way they're flashing, it seems to indicate that they're about to get infected by Void. But they're not quite yet. I think they would be fully dark if they were. Let's see if that's true. Yeah, look at that. Or, well, wait, am I correct? No, I'm a liar. They are already taken by Void. Okay, well, since we are in Shellwood, I guess I'll run across this top part for a bit. And we'll see. Maybe I noticed something that we could like ascend upwards to. I've been up here already. Did I play the needle in ever? Look at the way the vines are just crawling all over this enemy. Crazy. I guess we don't know that they were an enemy. They might have never been in a haunted state. They might be here from pre-haunting days. I don't know how they would have been preserved this well, but still. But maybe they were never our enemy. They were just a regular bug trying to survive in Shellwood. What am I hearing? Oh, that's Shellwood soundtrack. I heard the strings and I thought someone, like, in-game was playing it. I thought it was, is it diegetic or non-diegetic? I always forget which way around it is. Anyway, I thought it was an in-game sound. I mean, I guess it still is in-game. You know what I mean. In actual noise being played in the game world. Oh, look. But that up there. That is precisely the sort of thing that I should be trying my Silksong on, shouldn't I? Okay, no, not every crumbly thing does that. However, this is still suspicious. Doesn't it look like we could connect this? Okay, hold on, that's... No, I only have important markers left. Oh well. Doesn't it seem like this could connect? I swear it does. And for convenient, like, it would be awfully convenient if it did. But doesn't mean that it, like, necessarily does. Hollow Knight definitely had some locations where it's like, oh, it's this big, huge, obvious gate that would connect these two areas. And it sure would be convenient if these two areas were connected, but then you can never open that gate. So this could be the same kind of situation, but currently I'm really getting the feeling that we might be able to connect these at some point. But yeah, I really think that the entrance to where we want to go won't be in Shellwood at all. Whoops. Or if it is in Shellwood, it might be from like a completely disconnected area. Like not from one of its upper ones that seem the closest to our destination. Well, I guess it's not our destination anymore. We got a completely different heart. So the game doesn't exactly demand that we go there anymore. Or at least the snail shamans don't. Okay, I could use the Beastling Call to get back to the Bellway Station, but honestly, we're quite close to it anyway. Can I go in here? That seemed like a promising secret passage. But it's not even a passage at all. Oh, should we go to where Greyroot was? No, we probably shouldn't. I don't really think anything would have changed there. We still haven't found another oil for Pinmaster Pliny. There's more, whoops. There's more rubble and dust descending from the ceiling here. Okay, but that doesn't seem to lead to anything. Now, where am I even trying to go? It would be nice to explore this Grand Gate area again, but didn't we find out, like, we can't descend down to here anyway. So I would need to go through Underworks again. Which is a decently long journey. However, I guess we wanted to double check the Underworks anyway. And this. Okay, no, I think I'll run up there first. And then maybe we'll even just run manually around to the Underworks from here. That seems doable. Okay, let's do that. We don't mind a bit of manual running around and exploring. Sorry to the Bell Beast for summoning them for no reason, though. Interesting. Can you not pogo that big bell? And yet you can pogo the smaller ones. Curious. How curious. Hold on. I'm taking a close look at this ceiling, just in case. And running around the Citadel might be a good idea anyway, because I would love to see another... Well, I would love to see the second Sentinel again. What? There's no ceiling above here? I figured this would be like the perfect area to be able to use our Silksong. I wonder if it No. I was gonna say I wonder if it lets us ascend higher. If we have more silk and can charge it up for longer. But first of all, it doesn't even seem like you need silk to charge it up longer. Because we used that like one bit of silk and then it just kept charging and then we even started regenning silk back. So that's not it at all. This is like the 10th time I'm saying this, but I really love when we enter an area and it's got these like brick walls in the background. Like we're in a medieval castle or something. That's just an aesthetic that we never got to see in Hollow Knight, I suppose. So we've been here. I wonder what was here. I mean, clearly we were able to get there, so I imagine we also explored it decently thoroughly. I keep being surprised that these worms don't deal double damage. I almost feel like they used to, didn't they? Oh! Could that be what they nerfed in one of the patches? You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm not going insane. Maybe the worms used to deal double damage and they just removed it. Which honestly, I don't think that's exactly a bad idea. I don't think they needed to do it. But that's not something that I exactly mind. But of course it also could be that they never dealt any damage. Or what? They never dealt double damage. They did deal some damage. That's for sure. Okay, so this. Did I ever find anything here at all? No, that's also why I have the marker here, surely. And I tried playing the needle in here, I'm quite sure. Because we came here. With our current set of abilities, we came here and explicitly tried to get to gain access to, you know, whatever area the dark heart is in. The thing is, the hint told us very clearly. Like, this was the one that I felt like we had the most clear hint for. It had to be Shellwood. And yet, this is the one that we haven't even managed to find yet. I really wish I remembered if there ever was anything in this room. Okay. Well, still, nothing has changed in my understanding of that room at the very least. So, if it does have something, it's going to be come back to it for the 5th time and maybe you'll figure it out then kind of situation. Whoops. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hold on. Maybe I can trigger a hazard respawn. Where's death? Please, thank you. Don't tell me you... No, the hazard respawns are kind of too smart. I feel like they're too smart. They keep setting my spawn to locations where I haven't been yet. Or rather, I don't know, like platforms that I didn't stand on. Okay, but I think these upper paths don't hide anything too important from us anyway. Okay, can I head to the right from here? No. I'm sure I've checked that already also. Is your shell like stronger than before? I thought it had more of a gleam to it than it used to. But I might just be imagining it. Hello? Can I go that way? That seemed suspicious for a moment, but I guess it actually wasn't. Those worms are very eager to attack and eat and crawl and kill. However, I'm sure Hornet has no intention of becoming their prey at the moment, or ever. Okay, wonderful. We have reached another bench. Now let's see. Can we find some sort of entrance downwards? Again, I think it's like maybe the entrance is from the slab instead. I would not rule that out at all. But currently we're just going to take another closer look at these slightly more obvious areas, which we have already checked, of course. But just to be entirely certain, and since, well, I guess I sort of wanted to pass through this place anyway, we will take another look. Yeah, like what about this? Was there ever anything here? I feel like there must have been. No? What? Huh. I remember going down like at least this far, but I don't remember what else we did here. Like there might have been just like a bit of shell shards here. Yeah, like maybe right here. But then maybe a different direction was blocked off. And now that we're in Act 3, something collapsed and allowed us to... Oh! Allowed us to go this way. Because of course what's interesting is that this place isn't filled in whatsoever. Oh, and I guess when we explored this location... Oh no, never mind. Why isn't this on the map, though? I was gonna say when we explored this, we wouldn't have had even the claw line back then. And definitely not double jump or our memory thing. Oh, we got craft noodle here, actually. If you look at the background of this. Yeah, so we clearly actually came this way. Why isn't this on the map? I feel like that's some sort of interesting interaction, specifically with where we're trying to get to. Like for some reason this didn't get filled in the map because the game considers this to be part of that other area, maybe? Of course not in the sense that it's a whole separate area on this zoomed out map. Because if it were, we wouldn't have gotten the you have all the maps for every area achievement. But still, I feel like there's maybe like a slightly separate tracking system for whether you can fill it in or not. And I feel like maybe that room is somehow connected to that. Who knows? Whoa, this room looks very different. It's all blue, which I guess makes sense. We're seeing essentially the outside of the Citadel. This is one of the few locations where we can see it. We even got a whole huge cutscene when we entered here. We can see the collapsed state of it. Is that like a bridge in the background? I guess so. We can see like fixed versions of it in the background. Or, well, not fixed. Unbroken. Oh, curious. Okay. Yeah, everything's gloomy and blue. Okay, how about you? Is there really no way to ever open this path up again? Have I simply not tried? Wait, also, ascend? Surely we could do that here. Something we have never been able to do, I'd imagine. Because the first time we came here, we fell down through the elevator, and I don't think we've ever had any ability that would let us get up here. Okay, that's interesting. You see, it was worth coming this way. Or at least it seems like it's going to be. If nothing else, it's a little bit more of the map. A slightly new section. What's that noise? Is that just steam hissing through? I mean, no, not this, like, you know, I mean the scream that we heard. I mean, obviously it's meant to sound like a scream, but I wonder, like, is the actual explanation for it that it's the steam that we just hear? And it sounds weird? Or is it like, are we close enough to Whiteward that we're hearing ghosts from it or something? Not that we really saw ghosts in Whiteward, but in a location such as Whiteward, there just must be some screams of suffering that you can hear, surely. So, look at that! There is a way to open up a shortcut back down here. That's wonderful. Yeah, that straight up ability seems to be very useful. Oh, and we never would have been able to do this before either. Wait, why not though? What would have stopped me? Is there like a ledge here that I couldn't get up? Oh yeah, there appears to be. Got it. Well, I think this is quite promising in terms of leading me towards where we want to go. Yeah, look at that. There's even plant stuff here. That sounds quite likely to connect to a Shellwood-like area. Yeah, look at that. We're getting like fully Shellwood-looking plants and even sort of Bellheart vibes now. Whoa, look at that. And this connects to the bottom of that underworks room. Here's the broken remains of the elevator. Wait, isn't there a bench right here? I think it costs rosaries, but we could still sit on it. This would be a lovely spot to use as a checkpoint. Ooh, we actually have a decent amount of rosaries. It would probably be a pretty good idea to go ahead and spend them, but, well, we're not close. We're not exactly close to a Bellway right now. I mean, we're not terribly far either, but still. Hello, little void. What are you, a Fascia? Or is the Fascia... Are the Fascia the weird baby heads that show up out of a wall? I hear a void heart. They can't be called void hearts. What are they called? Void heart cannot be the right term for them because they are simply a different thing. No, not the old hearts. That's a different... the void clumps, the void amalgams, whatever. Is that where we came from? Yes. Well, fortunately, we have the ability to ascend. What? Why is that silk back? Oh, it's because I rested on a bench. These work the same way as soul totems, of course. Can I break this downwards? I can. That's the entire point. Oh my god, I did not mean to go straight down from there. Oh, for some reason I thought there was like a whole upper section to this room, but no, there isn't. I guess it makes sense. Overall, we still need to be heading downwards. Although, no, the thing that we actually want to get to is to our left. Oh, but this will definitely connect to Shellwood. Look at that. We're heading right towards that marker we placed earlier. That's awesome. I'm quite excited for that. Hold on. So is this left direction bonus? That looks to be a shortcut that we opened from that side, actually. Whoops! Those spikes reach a bit farther than I thought they did. Listen to that creaking sound coming from the right. Very interesting. Uh-oh, watch out. I don't really like the idea of fighting you in a small tunnel like that. Oh, and that plant's gone too. Everything's gone. Oh, please. Oh, you are kidding me. Uh-oh. Run! I don't even have like a proper horizontally tossable tool. I don't know. I like my spinny wheels, even though I haven't been using them much. But they do mean that we don't have a tool that can like simply fly horizontally across the whole screen. It's not much of a projectile. It's more of a I roll around on the ground and you know, stick onto enemies kind of thing. Which can, of course, be useful. But it has a slightly different kind of utility. Uh-oh. Surely this is a shortcut that we open up. I'm being chased by a void creature though. Hold on. Is that an area transition? I think it is. No. This must be a shortcut. Yeah, look at us go. So, now we can go directly to the left from here. Should we need to come back here from the bench? Okay, that's a void clump. Do I want to go that way? Because there was still stuff bottom left that I could do. Dang, of course. I mean, the void clumps don't give us any silk. That's slightly concerning. I could maybe throw my purple electricity tool down here. What is it called again? Like a volt something? I'm actually curious. Let's try to... Whoops. Let's try to remember it. Vault vessels. There we go. There's more crumbly ceiling bits here, but that really doesn't seem like it could ever connect to anything. Can't wait to eat my words in a bit, but really, like, what would that connect to? How would that be useful to anyone? Uncertain. Uh-oh. I really thought you were chasing me earlier. I am dead. That's fine. We have a direct path back here from a bench. We really do. Oh, we're also kind of getting close to a point where I would like to end stream. I was kind of hoping we'd get, like, at least one bench in this area. And then maybe we'd start next stream off with a boss fight. I don't know. Or we'd start next stream off with a bit of exploration and then a boss fight. Kind of the same way that we did today. Where I left like a little bit of far fields for myself to explore. Right after we'd like unlocked a new shortcut to a bench. And then we got to a boss fight pretty immediately. And then we started stream off with a nice little battle. Well, perhaps more than a little. Right, wait, hold on. Wasn't that just most of today's stream? Fighting Scarsinger Carmelita? I guess it was. That's funny. That's what happens when you do slightly short streams. Okay, there must be a secret up here. Wouldn't it be crazy? Ah, dang it. I was gonna say, wouldn't it be crazy if this were another memory, or not, yeah, a memory locket. But no, it wasn't. It's just shell shards. Which we really don't need all that much. Especially such a small amount that we just got from there. But again, that might be my own fault for simply not using tools. Are you quite certain that this didn't connect to that bit of shellwood? I don't know that I want to believe that. I almost want to check this bottom corner again. Like, really? Is that wall not breakable? Is none of this in any way connecting to shellwood? Maybe not. Oh, and this time that enemy right there isn't corrupted by void. I mean, I guess that's always been sort of random. Sometimes, you know, like, it's usually that there's a certain amount of enemies in a room that are corrupted by void, but you don't know which ones they're gonna be. But, this bench is actually so close to the marker. Although, I guess I placed this marker off the top of my head. I think this is actually the battle room. The music is certainly building up. Okay, I think then I will perform a save and quit maneuver. And we will load back in at this bench next time. And we will simply go ahead and do this fight. And then, well, depending on how long it takes. Might take as long as Scarsinger Carmelita took. And then who knows how much time we'll have left after that next stream. But I think we'll start next time off with a fight here. And then we'll go to the shamans. And then I think we should be pretty close to actually completing the story. Though, of course, we still have 100% completion things left to do. I'm still not sure if I want to, like, do those before I get the true ending for the first time. But I guess we'll see. We'll kind of just wing it based off of how we feel. But I do think this is going to be it for today's stream of Silksong. 2.5 hours isn't exactly a shabby amount of time to stream. But yeah, we're slowly but surely chipping our way through this. I am thoroughly enjoying this. Well, I guess I'll see you next time. Goodbye.